Yes, good people. Big up to all of you, and welcome back to Chelsea Perspective. Welcome to another edition of the Blue Morning Show. Specifically today, the Transfer Watch Show. Today, we'll be talking about Victor Osimhen, the possibility of the Nigerian striker joining Chelsea in the summer, and also talk about Pochettino's future, Gallagher's future, and also Antonio Silva, the rumored Antonio Silva move to Chelsea Football Club. I hope you're ready for it. It's going to be as entertaining as always and as engaging as always. So sit back, relax, and let's get into the show. Yes, people, welcome back to Chelsea Perspective. I do hope you're all doing well. As usual, we keep it interactive here. And I'm going to quickly go to the chat and say hello to the people there because you're the reason why the show is as delicious as it's been. And I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show. Let's say hello to all of you there. First, we have... let me see. We have Pundin. Pundin, nice to see you. Is Osimhen really coming to Chelsea? I think you can argue the question is when, and also you could also argue that everything out there at the moment are just all rumors. There's no way to confirm anything as the truth right now. And we have a Rich Money Makers. Nice to see you. Hi, coach, and the panel members. And we cannot lose to Fulham. And thank you for showing your ID there, which is always, saying that we cannot lose to the team we're facing next. If Osimhen comes to Chelsea, Poch will play him at centre back. Funny viral videos. Here's the thing. I'm still Poch in, not because I think he's the best for the club, but simply because if you're being objective and truthful to yourself, he's not. He's the least of our problems, actually. Breaking news: the Chelsea board are investigating why Poch is playing Liverpool at left back. And why Poch didn't play Amanda Broya at the start of the game. Why Ian Maston was never played. Okay. Let's see. Rafael Osimhen is only a finisher. I don't want him. He's wow. What you don't have to mention race there. It will come across the same people, and you know exactly what I mean. Gallagher out, Victor in, do it for Carlito. Here's what I'm going to tell you. I think we've talked about this before. Gallagher isn't even my favorite Chelsea player. Yeah, do I think we can do better? Oh, yeah, we can do much better. Do I think, listen, and he's improved too. Do I think he's improved? Yeah, he's improved significantly. And yeah, I agree. He's been one of our best players this season. But if you focus too much on highlighting his deficiencies, what I advise you to get from it is that the bar is so low that Gallagher has emerged as one of Chelsea's best players. Let's just leave it at that. And I'll tell you, he's not leaving this January. And that's because I don't see us signing another player that will be as important to the manager as Gallagher has been. That's just me. Going through the game, I know why Poch didn't play Ian Matson because of his height. 1'6'7" and 5'6'7" inches too small. Okay, let's see. Gallagher would actually fit in anything, small or big, but perfect for Inter Milan in particular. So let's see what else we have here. Also, investigate why we have no tactics, why we're lost to a championship team. Yeah, it's football. It is really football. You could, if you go with the term, with the language, why we played as bad as we played on today, why we weren't able to break them down when they defended deep, then that's a question I'd be willing maybe try to answer. But if you saying lost to a champions team is football. Anybody can lose to anybody. Also investigate why we have no tactics and everything you said there. But nice to see you find a video. Coach, what I meant yesterday was only you, Roger Santiago, Supreme Court, and Reina. Nice. you don't have to call him Penzo, call him by his name. And you know that's an issue here. Okay? That's an issue. That's an issue here. You know that already. Others are genuinely rude and full of themselves. Okay, a lot of people must say, Jude, nice to see you, brother. I hope you're doing well. And I'm gonna tell you this again. You know, you can always give me a call, not via talking via WhatsApp, so that we can speak. That will push me so I'll find time so we speak. Let's see what else we have here. Good morning, coach. Good morning to you too, brother. And says a good day. Aja Onyedikachi, it's been a minute. Happy New Year to you. I'm quite sure we haven't seen since 2024. But I hope you enjoyed the festive period, and I wish you a very a new year with a lot of possibilities to achieve your dreams. Big up to you too, Phil Sips. I appreciate you joining, Phil. I know you're a member of the group. You have the link to the panel there, and if you don't, just let me know on Twitter, on X, and I'll send it to you. But nice to see you. Gallagher is being sold for pure profit, man. He's not being sold. You know that he's not being sold. Even if he's going to leave Chelsea, I don't think he will beat this January. It's that simple. He's that important to the manager. Whether you think he's the worst player you've ever seen in your life, I don't think he's going to leave this January. It's that simple, really. If you're being truthful to yourself, Gallagher played better at a younger age and at a smaller club like Crystal Palace. Chelsea is the problem. I'm not going to even judge him. Yesterday, the beautiful game timed me out for saying Penzo. Yes, that's why I'm saying just stop using the language, because that's not how we operate here. Honestly, without using such languages, by now, you should be a moderator here, because I like it. You're not being timed out for your opinion, but for name calling. That's something we don't do here. Let's see what else we have. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. And quickly here, I want to appeal to those of you who are following the show on Instagram, on Facebook, or on Twitter. I had to delete the Twitter screen because of some error in the title to recreate it. Hopefully the second one is appearing there. Please, we appreciate you, and that's because you following the show alone does provide great value. And some of you on YouTube who are watching the show, but for one reason or the other, you're not able to participate in the chat, just know that we appreciate you, and that's because you watching alone does go a long way. But I want to appeal to all of you to please take a second to drop a like on the stream for us. The likes do go a long way, whether on Facebook, whether on Twitter, whether on Instagram. Just tap your screen to like the video to help us to reach more people. We'd really appreciate that. And thank you. Let's see what else we have here. In the matter of fact, we are not buying anyone in January. We have been quiet. I think we are. The owners, you could argue, they found a way to put their transfer activities under wraps. I think that started last transfer window. We don't know what player they are interested in signing until they are on the verge of wrapping up the deals. That's usually when we hear, that we're trying to sign a player. Just give me 1 second right here. Let me adjust this light here. There you go. I think it will be much, much better now. So thank you for your patience there. Yep. Let's see what else we have. Thank you, Coach, for your good wishes. I appreciate that. I appreciate you also finding the time to join. Breaking news: the board want Chelsea to get a lower Europa League, a Conference League, a competition next season by winning the FA Cup, at least in the top 7. Fact, if Poch doesn't sack near. I think, yes, I'm going to say this thing. People were actually overreacting after a loss to Middlesbrough. Yeah, if you knew Chelsea, if you know your club very well, you'd know before time. You would have known before time that it was going to be a difficult game. And they scored first and defended deep, and lo and behold, something we dread to do. We've not been able to break down low blocks effectively. So, but I think in the second leg, I think we'll come back. I think we'll go through. And I've promised on Twitter, if you follow me on Twitter, I said if we don't, I'll do a $50 giveaway. Okay, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Sincerely do appreciate you all finding the time to join the show. Let's start addressing the items we have lined up. And the first one here, give me a second here. This here is Fabrizio Romano. Let me just do this quickly. Saying, uh, why is this acting like this? I'm not sure why. This here is just Fabrizio Romano saying he's not aware of any direct negotiations between Chelsea and Tottenham for Gallagher so far, but we have to see what happens in the next weeks. Chances are, if he's going to leave, that would sign another player. And I'm still going to say this. I've said it 1,000 times. I know the truth remains, but that's just my opinion anyway. That I don't see Gallagher leaving January. At least not leaving the club. At least not in January. Anything beyond you can say beyond January, anything can happen. And that's just me saying it as objectively as possible. That's because his manager, no matter what you think of him, he's right now the manager's most important player. But I'm going to say this at the same time. I think we can do better than Gallagher, but that's just my opinion. But here's the thing also. The manager has preached about Gallagher's importance. He's preaching about how Gallagher has come up through the Chelsea's academy, how his hard work, his work rate, his industry, and everything else, but hasn't at any time said specifically that he would like the club to find a way to make sure Gallagher stays and not leave the club because he's that important to him. But again, that's just my opinion anyway. And please keep the topics aligned if you want me. Okay, if you want me to get your comments, otherwise, I'll just see your contributions there as you're having a conversation with a community member, which is allowed. That's not an issue at all. But keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Sincerely do appreciate you all finding the time to join the show. Let's keep it going. Let's see what else we have here. Just give me 1 second here. Right. Yep, let's go, people. Let's go. Let's see what else we have here. Coach, I love Jackson. He's talented. Once he gets a polish, he will be way better than Osimhen. Jackson hates haters. Keep crying. Looks, I'll say this. He's a good player. He's a good player. He's a talent, and I think we missed him against the Middlesbrough game. We did miss him. I get it. Cole Palmer had opportunities to put us ahead, and even you can say sealed the game for us. But it wasn't his day. But Jackson, there are things he does that none of the players we have right now are able to do. It's as simple as that. But I've said it before, even before a lot of people realize that he wasn't actually a striker and only played as a striker maybe half a season. If it was even half a season, there's an excellent player in him. He can put away chances on his day. He can also create chances, and he's a good at holding up play for his team to play his to bring his teammates into the play. And I don't think the club will sell him. Everything you've heard, some are saying that Chelsea are looking for an upgrade on Jackson. It's absolute horse dung, in my opinion. But let's move on from that one. Saying keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go along. I appreciate you all finding time to join the show. Coach, will you watch AFCON? Oh yeah, Super Eagles are there, and we'll do a show. When is it starting? Actually, we're supposed. I and Tiger Beast was supposed to do the preview for the AFCON. I think it starts. How many? When does it start? Actually, let me see if I have. I'm sure. Hopefully, I haven't made a mistake here because I was supposed to schedule a show so that we can do a preview and predict, but we can still do it anyway. Let me see. AFCON start date. Okay, it starts on the 13th, 2 days time. So I'll plan for the preview tomorrow, so I haven't missed it. Let's see, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. I'm afraid of Fulham yesterday's yeah, I think we'll beat them. Let's see what else we have here. I only like Jackson, Gallagher, and Madrique, Palmer, Silva, Cowell, Broya. Okay, here's the thing. Let's see what the club does in terms of Gallagher. I've said it 1,000 times. Just give me a second. I want to confirm something here quickly. Let's see. Right. Let's see. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. And I have my bro Glenton in the house. So big up Cucurella, aka the gist. He's whatever comes to mind. Big up legends in the chat. I hope everybody is doing well. Dropping in out of the stream, coach. As long as my boss doesn't catch me, I hope he doesn't catch you. You have to work. Go work, bro. Bills don't pay themselves. I don't want you to lose your job. 17 likes, and we are 22 minutes into the show. We should be doing better than 17 likes, people. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. Let's get the likes up. Coach, Enzo fans called Gallagher all sorts of names. Houston, I think you should just don't. You're starting to come across as if you are obsessed with comparing the two of them. Just stick to your opinion on which of the players you prefer and why. There's no need name calling, actually, but I understand where you're coming from. Big up Cucurella and everyone in the chat. DJ, I've told you have to train me or have to be a good DJ. That's not my forte, but I know you can. But DJ, here's for you, brother. Hopefully it doesn't disappoint me. Nice to see you, DJ. I appreciate you. And Glenn, this is for you, brother. I appreciate you. Much love to you. To regain all the followers you've lost. It's not that he's an Arsenal fan, coach. Don't show trophies on the screen, and we are good. I like that one. Maybe now I have to show. Maybe I have to show what's it called. Maybe I have to show trophies on the screen so that I can piss off your boss. But I'm not going to do that, and that's because I don't want you to lose your job. Give me a second. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Let me see here. So yeah, as you can see, there are no direct talks between Tottenham and Chelsea Football Club with regards to the possibility of them signing Conor Gallagher. And we've also heard that Gallagher himself wants to stay. And I've told you he's not my favorite player, but if you're being objective, you'd see that it'd be difficult for him to leave this January. And there's no other player that's able you can say, to bring to the table what Gallagher brings to the table for Chelsea at the moment. And he's the manager's most important player. And the manager probably knows we can do better than Gallagher, but right now, he'd keep him, except if we sign another player. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I appreciate you all finding time to join the show. And here's the original. He's the gist. Chelsea, Mitchell boy. Nice to see you, Mitchell boy. Time to join the show. Yeah, Scotch Potch. Mitchell, you know what to do. If you have a show, share the link there so people can go check it out. And also share the link to your YouTube channel. Mitchell's channel is one of the recommended channels when you go to the homepage of Chelsea Perspective. He's a brother, he's a friend that has become a brother over time. Even Max is better than Osimhen. Okay, let's see. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. This Fabrizio Romano says that I am not sure. Fabrizio said something about Osimhen. He didn't say anything. We'll get there in a bit. Just saying hi. I love Gallagher, but he's playing crap because he's playing with the two. Oh my goodness! Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go along with. Big up to you too, Tony Tiger. Nice to see you and Happy New Year. I'm quite sure we haven't seen this New Year. I hope you enjoyed the festive period. And Chama yourself, the queen of the house, is in the house. Dalo Adoma, I appreciate you, Chama, for finding the time to join us this particular morning. I hope you're doing well. Probably on your way to work, but thank you for stopping by. And I'm quite sure you've dropped a like on the stream to help us reach more people. Jackson is good, but he cannot take full pressure now. Yeah, you cannot. It isn't okay to put full pressure on any particular player. A couple of experienced signings will take up the pressure from him and other youngsters there. I think we need to do that. But if the intention is to wait for the youngsters to click, it will take a while. And I'm all here for it. Whatever the club decides to do, I support Chelsea Football Club, and I know will come good. And I've said something I've said before. I've always told people when the owners took over, I've always and when I recognized you can say you can say when I learned this description of the project, I knew before time. I've always said this, and Ty will be my witness, that the immediate future of the club, I'm concerned about the immediate future. But the future, for lack of a better way to phrase that, will be bright. So bright that you need glasses on to see it. They will make mistakes, but they're smart enough to learn from their mistakes. They didn't become billionaires by mistake, in my opinion, by accident. It's because they're brilliant. They think they have good foresight. They think beyond now. They think future all the time. That's why they're billionaires. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way, people. I appreciate you all. I want Gallagher to leave. He will succeed somewhere else. His haters, here's the thing: if the manager doesn't like him, let's let him go. What's up, Louis Rivera? I appreciate you finding the time to join the show. I hope your baby is healthy and healthy. You told us about the arrival of your baby, and nice to see you once more. I appreciate you. What a season so far. Hope all is well. I am well, and I hope you enjoyed the festive period. Yesterday, Fabrizio Romano said Osimhen want to watch. We will talk about that in a bit. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. If anything, Enzo was playing better on the Potter than he's on the Poch. Let's see. Big up to you too, Jay. Is it the 6 a.m. guy or 2 a.m. guy? Great show yesterday. Up to Charles. Nice to see you again, Jay, my brother. I appreciate you finding the time to join. I have no hate. I have no hate for any player. Yep. It's either I like you as a player or I don't like you as a player, or I'll let you know this is what I think you can say areas where I think you're not doing well. First, Enzo needed a free kick, a roll, and a DM roll. Once he gets the free roll, I'm not into this argument this morning. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. Enzo always been crap. Let's see. Gallagher will come good for teams like Everton, Spurs, but Chelsea needs better players than Gallagher. But right now, without Gallagher playing, do you think we can do better than Gallagher? Right now, we can't. You can argue because we have so many players injured, or so many unknown players if we're talking about the younger players, that the manager will keep them until the club signs a much better player. If Chelsea wants it to move to the top of the league, okay, let's see. Enzo has been average. It looks like he's what, 25 million. Let's see. Poch is now killing our philosophy at Chelsea. Humphrey, Kaliki, nice to see you, and I appreciate you finding time to join the show. For those of you following the show on Instagram, sincerely do appreciate you. If you have any questions there, you can jump in there and I'll try to address the question. And you know beforehand that I don't know everything. Let's move on to the next item. We have, let's see, Coach Pryor, the midfielder from Napoli is available for free in the summer. I want him. He's world class. Everything comes down to what the manager wants, not really what we want. Yeah, and you know that quite well. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. Let's move on to the next item we have lined up. Let's go. All right. Please keep the topics aligned. Otherwise, I'm just going to assume that you're having a conversation with a community member, which you are allowed to do. Enjoy conversation with other community members. Otherwise, I will skip your contribution in the chat. Let's go, people. All right, this particular report here says that despite rumors about Chelsea, I see Paulo Dybala staying at Roma. As things stand, I have no updates of this. Nothing happening as of now, and his release clause will expire in 4 days. So it looks difficult and unlikely. I think Chelsea needs a striker more than a top quality all-round attacking player like Dybala. But here's the thing: at the same time, this is Fabrizio Romano's opinion. I'm going to say this, and something I've already talked about 5 times already, or let me say 1,000 times. Actually, I'm just being, you can say a bit. You can say not to. I was just trying not to. Let me just use 5,000. Of course, I'm exaggerating, which means I've talked about it a lot of times. Here's the thing here: Dybala is an excellent player. If you know Mauricio Pochettino, I think he's more into players who are capable of playing across the front line, and not just more. He's not in need of any for traditional. I don't think he hardly uses a traditional number 9. If you follow his career, that's again. Let me just leave it at that. Is just my opinion. But go do your research and see if he's into playing a traditional number 9. I don't think so. But Dybala, I think if for just 12 million, I think we should get him. Trigger that buyout clause. He's an excellent player. He brings experience. We can just sign him for a year with an option for further extension or if he does well, if he works out. If it doesn't work out, then let him go. But I'm not too sure what we're gonna do. And he says I think Chelsea need a top striker. And he says here the clause will expire in just 4 days, and this was yesterday, so probably 3 days from now. To me, I don't know whether we're not interested in him. I think what happened last week was that people heard that he was available, and then learned that the clause is just around 12 million pounds or so, and X went bananas. For X, formerly known as Twitter, went bananas about some are even saying that we're interested in bringing him, but I haven't heard anything that says that's actually the case. So we're talking about Paulo Dybala right now. You've my valid points about no, I can't read everything. Keep the topics aligned. I've said that 1,000 times. It doesn't matter whether your point is valid or not. Look, this show is designed to be interactive, but it doesn't help me when I'm switching topics like this. Yeah, it doesn't help me. I'm a human being. I'm not a machine. I'll get tired up. I'll be tired before we get into an hour into the show. So that's why I say keep it in line. And if you're having a conversation with anybody, go there. I'm not here to read your conversation with anybody or your debate with anybody. I'm here to interact with you if your whatever you have there is aligned with the current topic. Does that make sense? And when it's time for Q&A, I will let you all know. Keep dropping likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. And no, I didn't hear anything like that. Let's see. Okay, let's see what the club does. I think he stays. For fans saying Enzo is crap because of his win is always paid for him. Understand one thing. It's not Enzo's fault for his price. Benfica said what it was at the time. We had to pay the buyer clause because we wanted him. Hi, coach. Eddie is in the house. Big up, Eddie, bro. Nice to see you, my bro. Here's for you, Eddie, and thank you for all your support. Eddie saying, hi, coach. Do you think we are going to sign any player this window? We are nearly halfway and no real links. Here's the thing. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this quickly. I think last transfer window, you could argue, we learned that the owners have found a way, an effective way to keep their transfer activities under wraps. And I don't know how they were able to do that. But we only, if you just reflect, take some time to reflect on our activities last transfer window, you will find out that, yeah, we only find out that we're interested on signing certain players when we were at on the verge of wrapping up those deals. Yeah, so I think we'll sign 1 or 2 players at this particular transfer window, in my opinion. But we'll find out. But Eddie, thank you for that question. But more importantly, thank you for all your support. I rated Dybala even before he became famous and joined Juventus. I called it. He's an excellent player, and I like him so much, I have to be honest. But I doubt whether I would sign him. Excuse me. I don't see about price or tag. Okay, you're having a conversation with DJ there. Go ahead with him. And Maya is in the house. Nice to see you, Maya. Big up to you, brother. I appreciate you finding the time to be on the panel with us yesterday. And if you can hit me up on Twitter, let's talk about adding you to the panelist group. And Constantine Dante. Nice to see you. And Tony Tiger is saying we're talking about Dybala right now. Let's hear what you have to say. Do you think Chelsea should go with him 3 days before his buyout clause, release clause expires? Do you think we should just move on? Forget about Dybala. We have enough injury-prone players as it is. All focus on Victor. But are we really doing that? I honestly do not know whether we are pushing to sign Victor. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. And I've told you, keep the topics aligned. Otherwise, I will be moving beyond whatever you have to say there and get to the next topic we have lined up. Keep dropping the likes. Let me see anything else about Dybala there to talk. Zambo, this is your first comment here in the summer. Just a sign of Crystal Palace for dynamism in our attack. Okay, keep the topics aligned, people. If you want me to read whatever you're saying, let's see what else we have here. Yes, we will sign someone in the transfer market. A striker maybe on loan. Yeah, I will take any good striker on loan. And that's because we have an issue. And we can't pretend everything is all right. No, everything isn't all right. Yep. A striker may be on loan. A left back is a must. I think we will look to sign a left back, but that's just my opinion anyway. The club staff might find a way, but let's not pretend that we didn't have injury crisis on the Potter. It started even under Thomas Tuchel. It got worse under Potter, and then it looks like it's not actually getting better right now. Let's see, Dybala, nice to see you. The Chelsea 1234, nice to see you. I appreciate you finding the time to join. Hopefully we'll stay away from Olise and Dybala, both injury-prone players. You could argue that. Let's say, to be honest, Coach, I think these Dybala rumors, that's exactly how I want it. Keep the topics online, people. I enjoy interacting with you, but please be fair to me by not switching from one topic or the other until we get to questions. And I will create a second tab where if you have questions, you can drop the questions that you have on that particular tab. Then once we get to the question and answer session, I will start answering. We will start. I and other panelists, if anybody here, but I wouldn't mind going through the show alone. That's because I love interacting with you. We'll try and answer the questions you have. To be honest, Coach, I think the Dybala rumors are garbage. We have been linked with him even when he was still at Juventus. He's also injury prone. That's another concern that I don't like. Dybala doesn't suit a Poch. He's too technical for him. You are going to that place, and I've told you that. So I'm going to create the Q&A tab, question and answer tab. Start the Q&A. So I'm just going to remind you, add your questions here. Add your Chelsea transfer-related questions here. Add your transfer-related questions here. So on that tab, that's where you add your questions. Then we will try to address it later. Let's try and be as organized as possible. It will make it easier on me. As much as I like to interact with you, it's not easy to be switching switching between topics here. All right, the questions tab will be open. Hopefully you don't have too many, but yeah, there's no guarantee we'll answer all questions, but we'll try the best we can to answer. You can say questions that make sense. So you have two tabs there. One of them for the questions, and the other just for your regular chat. Let's see. Just give me a second here. Yep, top chat. There you go. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. And Metro Boys in the house. For just saying hello to people there. Let's see anything else. Anything else about Dybala there? Let's see. Dybala slower and doesn't really press. A bit lazy. So probably going by that comment there, Dybala will not work for Pochettino. Yeah, I think I agree with you. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way, and make sure the topics are aligned. Otherwise, I'm going to skip past your comment, but that's the last one, and I'm serious about that. Keep the topics aligned. Otherwise, I will assume you're having a conversation with a community member. Please be fair to me. I like interacting with you, but switching between topics like this doesn't help. In the Borough game, it was always 6 versus 10. Our defense were standing at the central line. Gusto moved up occasionally. I think if Chilwell isn't confident enough to move up, we should play 3-4-3. Let's see. We don't tactically need a left back permanently alone. It's fine as we have Ben Chilwell and Cucurella. Alone would do. We don't want a situation where we start behaving the way we did, and which was what led to us having a bloated squad at one time, which was and also an issue for the managers at the time. Let's see what else we have here. Big up, just saying hello to Constantine there. Keep the topics aligned, people. The captain of the house has spoken. Keep the topics aligned, or you're getting a soundboard treatment. Let's go away. You have every right to have a conversation with someone in the chat. Believe me, feel free. But if you want me to read your comment, you have to keep it aligned. I'm not a machine. Otherwise, I'm going to tire out by the time we get midway into the show. We get to the midway of the show. You can say 2 hours into the show. But yeah, please keep it aligned, people. Let's try and be as organized as possible so that the show remains interactive. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. King Mo, I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're well, and I do hope that the case is that you've been busy and that nothing bad has happened on your end. But nice to see you. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Keep the topics aligned, please. King Mo, nice to see you. I appreciate you finding the time to join. Poch will make a Dybala injury worse and play him out of position, as he does with Chilwell, making him a left back, and he clearly is not. Here's the thing. if that argument, Cowell argument, I have, you can say, I will come to his defense in terms of given the fact that we have issues there. Ben Chilwell isn't fully fit. Cucurella is out injured. We know the case of Ian Matson. He did not see him as one, which but you could argue at the time when we still had Ian Matson, Cowell shouldn't be playing left back, shouldn't have played in the left back position at the time. So it's a solid argument, but I'll wait to see what he does once we have Ben Chilwell back. If he doesn't play him there, then that's a problem, really. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Do you think Dybala's salary is within Chelsea's payment structure? I would say yes. I would say yes. If anything, if he earns more than the players we have right now, I don't think it will be too much. And plus, what's the sort of issues we have right now? I think we can get a player that even earning a player that earns a lot in terms of from the perspective of a salary, the player's salary, and you can say just have him for a year or two, or have him for a year, and with an option to extend a player to stay at the club. It doesn't matter. We're Chelsea, and if we need a player to come and perform, and if you're at the club and you're asking why we're paying a new recruit that much money, then we'll ask you the question: why haven't you been performing? It's as simple as that. Let's see. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go a long way. NX Gimpy saying if Dybala will not work, then what will work for Chelsea? Pochettino is gradually destroying the team. If that's the case, the owners will find out and he will lose his job. For me, I don't care whether but do I think it makes sense to fire him now? I'd say no. But if they decide they can go with someone else and would be better off and do it, I'm all for it. Chelsea is the club I support. Dybala's salary, not too bad. 135k, that's not bad. Sterling is some 300 and something. And look at him. And I think actually Dybala would do much better for us. Keep dropping likes on the stream. But can we see Poch playing Dybala in the number 10 role? I think so. If Dybala comes, I think he'd play him start him over what's his name, Conor Gallagher. It might. That's just my opinion. But until that happens, or until that doesn't happen, we'll find out. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Okay, keep the topics aligned. And I've told you that before. Let's see. Poch doesn't know how to play to current players' strengths. So don't worry about Dybala. He wouldn't agree to come to Chelsea. It depends. It's all business for all parties involved. Let's say if we agree to pay him his season some 150 plus, 135. If we decide to pay him 200 or even 150, that's nearly 15,000 pounds more. I think he'd come. Coach just said, stick to the topic, but look at the chat. Yeah, we have to. We have to force you guys to learn to stick to the topic because you have to be fair to me. Yeah, if we keep switching topics like that, then I'm in trouble. It's not gonna. Here's the thing: rich money makers, I praise you, but please, every time you're giving us details like that, let it be aligned with the current player. If you can say, okay, here are the balance numbers, why you think we should sign him, or why you think he's not going to work at Chelsea, I will get it. So I'm learning. I'm going to be conserving my energy so that I'll be energetic throughout the show. Do you have Fabrizio Romano? Make I call up. I don't get the number. No, Coach Dybala too smart. Is too much of a smart player. He wouldn't play for Poch. He knows. Possibly players know how managers approach the games, and that's why sometimes they don't join clubs because they don't like the manager at the club at the time. And this says I'm not positive with signing. Okay, that's up to you. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I get you what you're saying. That okay, you're having a conversation there. Let's move on to the next item we have lined up. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. 38 likes, and I believe we should be doing better than that. And please, if you're a moderator, especially those of you that are managing moderators, please do help me keep the topics aligned. We have two tabs up here. If you check at the top, one is the questions tab. If you have any questions, drop it there, and in a bit we will start addressing questions. I've seen okay, two questions there. We'll try to start addressing questions in a bit. Thank you for adhering to my advice. Let's keep the topics aligned, people. Be fair to me and the panelists, please. I beg you. Let's see what else we have here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. Let's see. Constantine Dante here saying, Coach, this chat is acting like you're a pot. No discipline. See if you just talk and no action. Here's the thing. What I'm going to do is this: if anybody has anything that isn't aligned with the current topic, I'll just skip it. You have every right to have a conversation. I encourage you to have a good conversation with the community members, but I'm just letting you know if you say anything that isn't aligned with the current topic, I will skip it. Let's see. Let's last comment. I think that Chelsea are interested, but someone in the board are not. Some people on the board are not sure about Dybala. Okay, let's see. Let's get Dybala as soon as possible. But together with Eze of Crystal Palace, you think that will work? Let's see what happens. If you have any questions, put the question in the questions column. And this particular report is saying, okay, we've addressed this. Let's move on to the next item we have lined up, and then I'll get to the very bottom. Let's go. To the very bottom. This is also brings us back to the Gallagher conversation. Let's see what else we have here. Constantine, he is you have actually forgotten the name, Pochettino. So Constantine Dante has the power to, again, if you're not having a conversation and you're just throwing whatever you have in there, expecting me to get it, I'm going to skip it. And I think he will remind you. Let's see what else we have here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go along with. Let's keep it aligned, people. Just be fair. Fabrizio Romano speaks on Tottenham's interest in Conor Gallagher. I think it is difficult. The reality is that they like Gallagher and have done so since last summer. This is nothing new. We know that last summer, including on a deadline day, Tottenham tried to make it happen with Chelsea for Gallagher. They had a concrete conversation, but then Chelsea said no. And I think we're still saying no this particular window, and that's because there's no viable replacement for him except to sign one. We still have about 20 days to go before the January transfer window ends. So the window is still there that if we want to sell him, would sell him, but I don't think we'll sell him the transfer window, given how important I've come to realize that he is to the manager. But again, that is just my opinion. They had a concrete conversation, but then Chelsea said no. Now I am not aware of any direct negotiations between Chelsea and Tottenham for Gallagher so far, but we have to see what happens next week. Yep, like I said, there's still a lot to go before the transfer window ends. But that's just my opinion. I don't think he leaves this January. But that's by the way. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. I left one letter, Coach. Let's see. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. We'll sign the players. Maybe. You never know, but we'll find out. All right. Let's move on to the next item we have lined up. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. And remember, we have two windows in the chat session. At the very top, click the drop down, and then you see one window is for the questions you have, and the other one is for the regular chat. And we'll try to address the questions you have lined up when we get there. Let's go. It says and if you're following me on Twitter, I know my bro Eddie is listening. If any news emerges while the show is still on, because I haven't seen anything new. If any news emerges, please do let me know so that we can cover it before we round off. I think we have time, and the approach of keeping it aligned, I think that will help us cover quite a lot and not miss out on anything as the show progresses. Let's see. This particular report here says Mauricio Pochettino is under no imminent threat of losing his job. Chelsea still feels fit. Christopher Nkunku and another striker in 2024, January or in the summer, will make all the difference. They hope to get to the end of the season and carry out a pre-planned, reinforcement plan, for lack of a better language, but let's read through there. In January will make all the difference. They hope to get to the end of the season and carry out a pre-planned review, which will tell them whether the current manager is the right manager or not. But I have to say this, the fact that they, like I said, the plan is to do an assessment, for lack of whatever language you prefer, either a review or an assessment to figure out to see whether the manager has done well enough to continue as a manager, or maybe to look for another manager. But that doesn't mean that comment doesn't mean that he continues. You can say that they will wait till the end of the season if he's not able to produce good results. But here's I'm going to say this: I don't expect us to be consistent. That's because we have too many young players, and kids will always be kids. But they will expect him to at least get good enough points to achieve a European place, maybe or win a trophy to achieve a European place. I think if he's able to do that, I think he will keep his job. But if they see that we're not going to win any of the cups and we're not going to finish higher in the table to achieve a Euro, to be involved in the European in a European competition next season, I think they'd let him go. I keep dropping the likes on the screen, people. The likes do go a long way. We started early today, and I like it. I finish on time. They go take care of other stuff that I have to take care of. We are looking at loan signings, coach. I cannot see us buying this window. Maybe a left back. We'll find out. Let's see. People having a good conversation there, coach. We'll leave the question when Bobby comes in. Okay, let's enjoy. Let's enjoy the conversation. Same thing was said about Potter. He was then sacked. Yes, yeah, that's because things didn't get better. But I'm going to say this. I think here's why I'm inclined to say you can say look beyond your comment and see. Yeah, I say yeah. It tells me something. Something I've said often. The moment you start hearing the manager's job is safe. The manager's job that's usually when the manager gets fired. Let's see what happens. I just want my club to do what's best for the future of the club and not be sentimental about any decisions they make. But that's just me. Before the end of the season, let's find out what happens here. The window is open, so there's a striker for Poch. Yeah, the window is still open. If we get closer to relegation, he will be sacked. Most likely, they're not going to waste too much time. Yeah, the pressure mounting. I think if he loses a second leg and cannot get over Borutin, yeah. But still, once breaking news that Chelsea have to improve their away from. Oh yeah, so that's some serious breaking news there. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. We have 61 people in total watching. About 5% of that. 5% of that on Facebook or Instagram. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. 43 likes. We can do way better than that. Let's beef the likes up, people. Let's see. I'm not too sure. If you have any comments, I'll wait for you with regards to the future of Mauricio Pochettino. Now is the time. Let's hear you before we move on to the next topic. Let's dwell on that a bit. And while I wait to hear from you, what you think about the manager's future. Do you think he'd end the season with finish the season with us? Do you think it's gonna lose his job? I want to hear you. Some news here. Let me see what else. Yep, let's address this one quickly. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. So once we're done talking about Mauricio Pochettino, I will bring on this breaking news there. Let's see what DJ has to say. Just having a conversation with somebody there. Thank you. That's how I like it. If you have a comment and you're having a conversation with somebody, proceed your comment with the name of the person you're conversing with. It makes it easier for me to recognize that it's just somebody having a conversation with someone else. Agreed, but experience, we are very much lacking throughout the squad. We are expecting a 20-year-olds to show up, 18-year-olds the way. I think some of the young players, you could say 90% of the young players we've signed aren't going to be part of the first team. It's that simple, but that's just my opinion anyway. So the board are going to wait till we are out of all cups and then sack him. That may well be a possibility. Or maybe, listen, not all cups. I think if he loses a second leg, chances are they're going to sack him. I don't know. I've learned not to get into the debate of whether reasons why a manager will be sacked or reasons why the club will keep a manager. I don't do that anymore. That's because I've learned the hard way that clubs when they decide to take it do something that they feel like will improve the team, they do that without being sentimental. And I think the owners, they've shown on occasions that they're not sentimental. Sentimental one day, once they decide to do something, they do it, regardless of what anybody thinks. Or you can say the immediate fallout, due to that decision, they do it anyway. But let's see what you have to say. The manager, what do you have to say? Do you think he will finish the season with us, or do you think he gets the sack? Breaking news: Chelsea have lost 26 games in total. Yeah, breaking news. Breaking news. Latest still not November. Let's see. Big up to the Tiger. Just people having a conversation there. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes do go a long way. They will sack him if we loses to Middlesbrough. I'm still gonna say he stays beyond the Middlesbrough game, no matter the outcome. Because yes, I've learned. Here's the thing. I've learned something. They are a big. You can say they're into numbers, for lack of a better way to get that point across. And the numbers tell you that yeah, we've done so well that we should be sitting high on the table than we're sitting right now. So, and we've heard somebody, one of their somebody they hired a month ago or so, say, yeah, that Chelsea actually should be better situated on the table than we are right now. And that's because the numbers show that we've been quite unlucky. So they will still look at the numbers, but I still recognize the fact that at some point they will say, to heck with the numbers. Maybe he isn't lucky. You can say his bad luck, or maybe I'm not sure how else to present that point to you, but I'm quite sure you understand what I mean there. Yeah, coach, if it was a Premier League team, wouldn't mind because we're not ready yet. But against Borough, no way. Maybe they see it that way, and probably they'd be listening to what the pundits and commentators were saying during the game, how much we spent and how much Borough spent. This team lack experience, and that's Bioden or Sunduji. Bioden, nice to see you, brother. I hope you're doing well. I think because it's a Yoruba name, probably produce Oshun Deji. Correct me if I'm wrong, brother. I appreciate you. Let's see what else we have here. Middlesbrough and Aston Villa lose. We will be gone. He will be gone. Let's see what happens. CFC transfer window, we are very quiet, and I've talked about that. Keep the topics aligned, people. What do you think? Do you think Mauricio Pochettino will finish the season at Chelsea, or do you think he gets a sack? How can fans support a manager if he's making his job harder for him? And I'm getting to that point where I'd say I'm done. I'm getting to that point. But here's the thing. I've said this, and I'm going to wait till we get to that point. Hopefully, he's able to turn things around, because if he does well, my club would do well. I've said before that I'm not going to judge him. I'm not going to judge Mauricio Pochettino that much until he has all our players available, even those that some people may deem, you can say, some people may look at that and say, yeah, they're not good enough for Chelsea. But as long as he wanted them to stay, and if they're all fit and he has everybody in Kunku's, Lavia, Carney, Chukwuemeka, and we're still struggling, that's when I'd say, you know what, he's not the man for the job. So I have to be, I'm trying to be as objective as possible, recognizing that injuries we've had hasn't helped. And I'm going to say this, I know you've heard me say it 1,000 times. I don't think it's perfect, but I don't think it's the sole reason why we've struggled as we've struggled since he's joined us. If I hope that makes sense. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Let's see. This is saying the match against Borough, Poch risks that lineup and his tactics. He changed the tactics in the second half when he brought in Broya. So there were errors made by Poch, even the players too. It wasn't perfect. Yeah, he's not perfect, and I've said that 1,000 times, and I can't stop saying that either. Okay, that's a question added to the questions column. Click the drop down at the very top. Add that to the questions column. When we start answering questions, I will try to answer it. Coach, don't worry. You know I kept a ticket for you, but it's gonna cost you a lot. Yeah, and it would take a lot for me to decide to board that boss at the Poch boss. Poch has been told that he has to stop being stubborn and listen to the fans. I don't buy that one. The fans shouldn't tell him what to do. If he loses his next 3 games, he's gone. I think we must wait for the Carabao Cup. If he doesn't win that, then he's out. I feel like they are they will give him time. I think they will give him time, and it's not like you can say it's not like a situation is the same as Sparta in the sense that most games that we've lost we could have won. But the players have been awful in front of goal, getting at the end of crosses or passes and not put chances away. And Cole Palmer, we're lucky he's a confidence chap. I strongly believe that the chances is missed. I think 4 in total right now in 2 games. One was the other game before this one. 4 in total. I think his thing. Hopefully, he comes across as a very confident player. I think that will not affect his confidence, but he needs to get a goal as soon as possible before he gets worse. Let's see what else we have here. Poch has to stop these aggressive training sessions because some of the players cannot handle it. And here's one thing, one of the reasons why I decided to give him time. It's because records show that he's struggled. He's had difficult start to life at all the clubs that he's coached as a manager. So it's important to note that. So I'm not just going to judge him. That gives me hope that he can turn things around. The question is now, will the owners be patient with him, and will the fans be patient for him to turn things around? It's difficult to say, and that's because we have how do I phrase it? We have, you can say, we've been, should I say, groomed to, we don't know how to be patient. I'm not sure how it's to phrase it. We don't know how to be patient, not at all. And you know that's the truth. Just give me a second. I'm trying to take care of one of my presentation windows here. Give me 1 second. Yep, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. We have 65 people watching, and we have just 48 likes. And if you have any questions, there's a questions tab there. Go ahead there and drop the questions there. Then we'll try to address your questions once we get to the Q&A portion of the show. Let's see what else we have here. I've read that one. It says Poch continues to play the same system despite injuries. Yes, I can blame some of the players, but I look at them every day, and they come across as confused on what the manager is doing. Wow, I think that's a serious comment there, but I haven't, you can say, arrived at that particular conclusion right now. Like I said, I would judge him when he has other players available for selection, but that's just me anyway. And you have every right to judge him the way you're doing right now, believe me. Let's see what else we have here. Breaking news: the performance has to improve, and set piece of fact. Yep. Good morning to you too, Benjamin Boyma. Nice to see you, Mr. Benjamin. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you finding the time to join us. Not sure there's a manager in the footballing world who is right for Chelsea at the moment. The project has to take some of the blame. Yep, you have to stabilize the ship before some managers will listen to you. Bro Poch said, okay, having a conversation there. Thank you for doing that. Do you guys know we had a night season training the night before the day early kickoff of our game? That's crazy to me. Before what game? Really? I didn't know that. Let's see. Only this says only Mourinho can fix this. You think? Here's the thing. Here's the issue about giving the job to Mourinho. You'd have to spend another billion, and he's a straight shooter. And once you hire him, he would tell you, probably we'll hear some. He will come up with some, you can say, classic or something that will go viral. Some comments that will go viral, just as the same as the one he said about Oscar, Eden Hazard, and all the players we had at the time being little horses that needs milk, little horses that need milk to mature. But next season, the little horses. So even Mourinho will not perform magic right now, but chances are they do better. That's because he doesn't tolerate nonsense. If you play and you underperform, he's dropping you to the bench. But chances are he'd fall out with the owners in just 6 months. I can guarantee you that will happen. I think Mourinho, I want him to come back to Chelsea, but not right now. Right now, he still has, you can say, that issue of not saying, you can say there's a pattern to how long he stays at any given club. He never stays more than 3 years. So I have a problem with that. So maybe when he gets to his 70s, that's when he comes back to Chelsea. then he's not looking for any adventures anymore. He's ready to settle. I think Chelsea will be that club where he'd love to come and coach for a while until he retires. Going for Mourinho now, I think we're asking for a problem. I think that we need a manager such as Mauricio Pochettino to stabilize the ship. Maybe he will not be the one for us in the future. But if you switch managers now, you're practically hitting reset button, and probably most likely will need to spend more in the next transfer window to fix things. But that's just me, my opinion anyway. Do you know after the Middlesbrough game, he had Broya training hard once again, and that's no joke. Maybe it works, but we'll find out. Kachila, listen, I am not saying Poch out. But here's the DJ. Hopefully you don't make any balls comments today, but I love that day. Here's what I'm going to say, DJ. You're not saying that, but everything you've said implies, again, whatever you said already that I read implies that maybe, let me just say, at this point, I think you're at the point where you want him to change, or otherwise you want him out. From everything you've said, that's what I got. My understanding of everything you've said so far. I get that he has a difficult job with building this new project. I am not saying sometimes he can help himself by changing our formation, especially when we have. Here's the thing. Let's just be as subjective as possible and be factual as possible and say, let's say the injuries we've had hasn't helped. They haven't helped. The injuries we've had haven't helped the manager. They've compounded the situation, and the fact that we have an entirely new squad. That's why I'm saying we shouldn't be in a rush to pull the plug. Give him time, and the question now is how much time. And do I think we should be doing better than we've done? I'd say yes, and that sounds familiar. That's something I said a billion times during Potter's days. I think he will. I think he will. He will do well. I think he will fix the team. He will stabilize the ship. But we need to make a few signings here and there. We've seen. Listen, the reason why we're not able to break down low block teams that defend deep, you could argue, is also down to the personnel. We don't really have that difference maker, a player capable of pulling the rabbit out of the hat. Even when you have 10 players on him, that find a way to beat that tight space and find a way to help the team win again. We don't have such players. We don't have, you can say, the traditional 10s that are magicians. We don't have any of those. And when I told people we still need a traditional 10 last year or so, they're saying Enzo is the guy. And I told them Enzo is a deep line playmaker at most. And if you play Enzo in a 10 position, he'd be less effective because he needs to see more spaces to be effective. So we need a traditional 10. We need wingers with that are dazzlers, not just wingers that need space to operate. So everything you can say, part of it is the personnel. Not down to the manager alone, in my opinion. That's why I've argued the manager is for me right now is the least of our problems. But that's just me anyway. Do you think Poch is following the project plan? I think he is. The project plan, first of all, the crop of players we have were signed based on the blueprint of the project. So he's following the project. If anything, he's told us a month ago or so that if he's had conversation with the owners and the plan is to sign more experienced players. And I hope they do that as soon as possible. I keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I appreciate you all finding time to join the show. I disagree that you have to give Mourinho another billion. He's never got money in Roma, Mourinho, but he has experienced players. So thank you for putting it that way. A lot of people are so thank you for, and please, I prefer you using your YouTube account. That way, I know you're not a member with that particular account, so that I can always talk about it so people can go check it out. Here's where the issue lies. Mourinho will call for experienced players, and you know Mourinho, usually he can find a player. You don't have to pay. Sometimes you don't have to pay pay with an arm and a leg to get him a player. Sometimes he sees a player and he sees a good player in that player, but sometimes not just 20-year-olds or 19-year-olds. Mourinho would want experienced players to come in, which means you'd spend another money, a lot. That's what I'm saying. He's not going to promise you trophies with the current squad, if you get my opinion there. But he's maturing. Yeah, he's changed quite a lot. If you listen to his interview, I think he's changed, and hopefully he gets even better before he comes back to Chelsea. But I don't think more will work now. It will be a year, 2, 3, boom, he's gone again. It's simple as that. And given the project, he will fall out with the owners. Poch must be assisted with strategic thinking so that he can realize the full potential and latitude of our players, like accurate hard shooting at goals and all that. Let's see. Poch needs help of a strategy. Let's. In my opinion, shopkeeper could do better tactics than Pochettino. Wow. And I thought you support him. What gets me mad about Poch that he doesn't demand much. That's his MO. Yeah, that's Poch's MO. I watched them enough this season to see he can change things in a match. He cannot or can he can change this in a match when needed, but sometimes he sits in the dugout with his arms folded, like he has run out of ideas, and that's exactly how I see those situations. And I'm not gonna lie, aggressive training. I don't see any aggression on the pitch. I miss Tuchel, those aggressive counter pressing, inverted fullbacks, etc. He always brought surprises. Yeah. But we can. I don't think he gets a chance to coach Chelsea again. Maybe, probably would take a long while before that happens. Mourinho is not great with youngsters. I love the guy, and he's my goat, but not for this squad. Not for this squad. We will spend a lot more to get him to be happy, especially watching it live at the bridge, seeing him with his arms folded. Yeah, I would go and slap him, but don't do that. I'm just kidding anyway. To me, the problem is a Poch, but when I say Poch, I mean his coaching staff as well. I don't think they are getting the best out of these players when you add no in-game plan B or tactics, and that has been concerning. He hasn't shown that he has a solution to opposition turning up against us. He just continues with the plan A. If Poch is sacked, I'm afraid who will be our coach? And I've said that before. There aren't too many, you can say, elite coaches out there. Sacking Poch now wouldn't change anything. And I've said that before. Give Poch time. We know what happens last season, and I think he would do well. I am demanding accept this coach. Hopefully they do that. So let's move on to the next item we have lined up here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Let's see how many likes we have. 50 likes, and we still have some time to go before the show ends. Let's get the likes up. Let's try and get it to 100 today. We haven't done that since this transfer window opens, but we have YouTube Shorts garnering 200 plus likes, 100 likes, 1790. We should be doing better than that. And I understand, because our club, we're not doing that much. We don't know much about what's going on with our transfer activities, so that has gone a long way. Maya, people having a conversation there. Let's see. Okay, good conversation. Enjoy it. Poch is his own problem, and that's Adane Ikide Eugene. And he should blame himself if he gets sacked. You don't fix what is not broken. The idea of changing things every game is not helping. Why was Broya benched? Yep, that one I didn't like. That I can agree with you on that one. Given our situation, I think we should keep playing with our best team. Do not even rotate, but pay attention, good attention to the players. The moment the slightest you sense tiredness setting in, then drop a player and bring in another player. We need to get as many wins as possible, because winning can be, as much as winning can become a habit, as much as losing can become a habit. So we need to be, play our best players until you see that they're tired, getting tired. Take them off. Let's say desperate. You can say some situations, desperate situations, calls for desperate measures. I would do that. Come on, people. Hit the like button, and also do subscribe to the channel if you haven't. 53 likes. Let's get the likes up, people. The likes do go a long way. Press the like button, people. Press conference with him saying we don't drives me. Okay. Let's see anything else. Rafa Benitez, please no. I get he won us Europa League Cup, but having back would be a mistake. Chelsea fans will be in mouth down. I don't think they will go for any manager of that caliber, actually. So let's move on to the next item we have lined up here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go a long way. Let's go! Right, this here, this says the breaking news. The sources have indicated that Mail Sports that Osimhen is open to joining Chelsea. It's nothing new there. We've heard that 1,000 times. Um, do I think it will happen this January? I don't know. And the reports about Osimhen out there in the media, they are everywhere. Some are saying, I think somebody said that he's going to join Saudi Arabia. I've seen that too. Some are saying he's going to join Arsenal. Some are saying we've already started talking with his camp. Um, I'm not too sure what to make of it, really. So it's everywhere. There's nothing concrete you can say is going to happen. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go along with. So let's see what else we have here. Tuko had us at top of the table. Okay. Keep the topics aligned. The Spy 3i666. Keep the topics aligned. Chelsea listed as a favorite to win the Premier League and repeat a Champions League. Club 97 injuries and sanctions and everything. Let's see. I don't ever understand Poch's tactics. Okay, we're moving on from Poch right now, but nice to see you, Monaco. In Monaco, it's been a minute. I hope you're doing well. I want Poch. Okay, this is no more. We're talking about Osimhen right now. We need a coach like Angie. He takes no crap. Talks a straight facts, doesn't flip flop, and has a clear aggressive style of play that actually suits young players, makes the game of fun for players. And young players actually they need once you give if you give young players the independence to express themselves, they will do well. If you have a child at home, you know if you give your child a freedom to do whatever they want to do, they are happy at them. They're usually happy. And you can say express themselves and you enjoy it too. They can't achieve anything, so they need that freedom. So I agree. We could get this incident instead. So we've moved on from the manager talk. Let's hear you. We're talking about Victor Osimhen. I don't think it happens anytime soon. Let's see. Zidane is waiting for the France job. Honestly, I don't see Zidane doing well in the Premier League either. I don't see him. Let's see how this. When Broya scored against Preston, you could immediately see his confidence got high. He decided to bench him the next in the next game. I was never his fan, and he's actually making me feel I was right, making you feel like he was right. I'm good, coach. Nice to hear that you're good. So right now, let's talk about Victor Osimhen. What have you heard about him? For me, rumors about Osimhen's transfer is everywhere. I'm going to just repeat it again. Some are saying that he'd be going to Saudi Arabia. Some are saying he's going to Arsenal. Some are saying Chelsea will sign him. So I'm not sure where we're at with that. But that's by the way anyway. Let's see what else we have here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. Victor signed a new contract at Napoli before we went up for AFCON. Before he went for AFCON. I think we will sign him in the summer. Fabrizio Romano, I think had a report out that says one to watch, but for the summer. I don't think he comes this January, unfortunately. And I think his thing. I think chances are he will not come to Chelsea. You don't know because I'm going to repeat myself again. Everything we've heard are all rumors at this point. The things we've heard are all rumors at this point. No way to tell whether he's really indeed, open open to joining Chelsea. I don't know. No way to confirm that. Osimhen needs to happen now at all costs. He's a statement signing, great age, marketable. If we don't sign him, there will be riots. Do I think we'll sign him this January transfer window? I'd still say I don't think so. And if you are on Instagram, following the show on Instagram or Twitter or Twitch, please come join us here on YouTube. We'd really appreciate that. 53 likes. Let's get the likes up, people. The likes will go a long way. Osimhen, we need to get this deal done. Understanding is both Mikel and Drogba, proper legends. I have spoken to him about joining us. But here's the thing. I don't think in terms of salary, it's not going to come cheap. Do I think that will be an issue with owners? I'd say no. I think we can still get him if we want. Hopefully, he'd be the player that will sign this particular window. And you can say his situation, his situation, you can say at Napoli is getting worse, and that's because there's a back and forth between what's the guy, his parent at Napoli, the guy that provided him with a lot of assist, between the guy's agent and his agent, and for me, it's turning ugly, really. in my opinion. I asked you before the season if you felt the team had enough goals in it, and I felt we needed an elite striker, but Jackson performing well preseason disguised the fact. Maybe you could argue that was the case, especially if we find out he didn't sign with us because of Poch. I don't think the manager will be a factor. If we really want him, if we're willing to pay him his asking, so the salary he'd be asking, I think he will come. We don't look like a good position for Victor Osimhen right now. You can argue that, but beyond that, we're Chelsea, and he knows, well, a big club. He knows that whatever we're going through right now is temporal. Yeah, Osimhen to Saudi Arabia. That's another rumor I've heard. Look at him, but the Chelsea board are not sure what to do with the striker situation this January. I think we've heard that too. We would do a pre-agreement. Yep, I think we should do that if we can. I wouldn't mind that. Do a Pulisic. We've done that with so many players. Let's see what else we have here. Coach doesn't have it doesn't have to be January in the summer, okay, but can also do the deal now in January. Yep, and be sure with his tied to us. Yep, tie him up. I think I agree. Osimhen has said in an interview, the Saudi links are fake. Really? Okay, Broya is another lazy guy in the team. I hate to see him walking. Wow. Let's walk with what we have. Yes, Fabrizio said it was fake. Really? I didn't know that. It was a Canvas agent that said Osimhen is interested in Saudi Arabia, but that agent is not the Osimhen's agent. Yeah, I'm saying I think it's getting all ugly. It's I don't think it hasn't nothing has been straight with him at Napoli. It has been one problem or the other. He's had an issue with the manager, and then the TikTok post, and then and so on. Yeah, Osimhen basically said doesn't want to go to Saudi. He's too young for that, in my opinion. Victor wrote worth is 150 million, so we need to make some money to cover his salary and his release clause, which is I think it said 102. I think it was 112. If it is 130 euros, 130 million euros, then it'd be around 112 112 million pounds. Sibole has money. Let's see what else we have here. But you can't just spend it because you have it. Let's see. Napoli are chasing Victor out because they want to be the main guy. Vicha, I can't say Kavicha, I can't say his name. The main guy of Napoli. I don't think so. They didn't know that the striker, because he's not a striker in my opinion. Clause is 103 in total pounds. Okay. On Osimhen, let's stop the talks about act by submitting and opening the negotiations with Napoli. You don't know, chances are we're already doing that right now. But Osimhen, I think, would do well for us. He's still very young. Even if it comes and it doesn't work out, he moves on, and we get a sizable fee from his soul. But here's the thing: it would take two important things for Osimhen to work out at Chelsea. One, the manager would have to adjust. You can say, change his mindset of him only wanting to have non-traditional number nines in the team. He has to adjust his approach to the game to accommodate Osimhen. Osimhen himself has to understand there's a chance the manager will play him in a fluid approach, in a you can say in an approach where we don't have to channel all our goal scoring opportunities through him. Which could lead to issues, because he's always played in teams where whenever the team gets to the final third, they channel all their goal scoring opportunities through him, and he scores a lot of goals. So if that changes, chances are he's not going to score as many goals as he has scored at Napoli, and then he probably won't be happy, and Chelsea fans would turn on him. But hopefully he'd have to understand that he has to adjust, and the manager prefers a fluid approach where he doesn't have to be central all the time. Or the manager has to change, and he has to be central in most cases, and when needed, drop deep to participate in the play, just like Harry Kane did for him at Tottenham. But that's just my opinion anyway. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes do go a long way. And Mr. Muscle, nice to see you. That is not in English, and I can't read it. I'm sorry about that. Let's see. Osimhen responded to the agent with some terrible language on X. Yeah, because he got pissed. So I go vex Matu if not me. If Osimhen leaves, Napoli will go even more backwards. So For Kvicha, I cannot see leaving as well. Yep. And probably he alone cannot do it. I think they both need each other. The rumors are fake. Kigbe says there. If we get him, Poch will get him injured and he will get out for 6 weeks. Just get out, man. Let's see. Keep dropping the likes on the screen, people. The likes do go along. We appreciate you all finding the time to join us. So Osimhen is open to joining Chelsea, but let's be honest, he will always have a variety of clubs to choose from in the summer. Real Madrid, PSG, Arsenal, and Liverpool, possibly Manchester United, because Highland haven't really worked well. And that's a delicious comment from DJ, and DJ, here's for you. And people, tell yourself the truth. Isn't the show more enjoyable because we're keeping everything aligned? So let's try and keep it organized, and you still be part of the show. Yeah, but you can have a conversation with a community member there, but precede that comment with the person's name, and I would know. I prefer to sign Victor on a pre-contract deal. We'll loan him out back to Napoli. Yeah, we can do that. And chances are, if we sign him now, he'd remain at Napoli. Why do I say that? I'm going to say this. I've said it 1,000 times. Of course, I enjoy hearing my own voice, maybe, but just because it helps us understand the situation well. I don't see a situation where we'd sign him and pay the entirety of the release clause right now. I think we'd seek a favorable, payment terms, which means Napoli would say, and De Laurentiis is a smart man. He would then say, okay, you want that payment, payment structure. Here's the thing. We want him to finish the season with us. How does that work for you? And again, I think there will be other clubs interested in signing Victor Osimhen, which means, even us getting him, if we seek a favorable payment term, will still be difficult. But that's just my opinion anyway. Let's see. Why? Okay, just having a conversation there with Maya. Let's see what else we have here. Keep dropping. Arsenal project is failing. Let's see what else we have here. Do people actually consider Mikel a legend? Okay, we're not going to talk about that right now. If you don't consider me a legend, that's you. I saw that Manu plays Griezmann. Okay, we're not talking about that now. We're talking about Victor Osimhen right now. He signed a new contract for security, and he just wants to do them a favor. They had a good conversation, and he decided, you know what? I'm going to do you the favor. Let's talk. Let's extend it. And it wasn't just the extension was just 2-year extension, isn't it? So that's not too much, really. More like what Adebayo Markinju called a loyalty contract. Not that he extended he signed a new long-term contract. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. We have 57 likes. Let's see if we can get it to 100 today, people. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. And for those of you that have liked the video already, this is for you. I appreciate you all. Well, let's see. The likes on the stream, people. The likes that do go along with it. For Osimhen, let's hope we qualify for Champions League. Haaland way more talented than Osimhen. Okay, you have every right to think that's the case. Let's see. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go a long way. Don't be just have a conversation with them. Osimhen will go to PSG in the summer. You think? We'll find out. Let's see what else we have here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go a long way. We better sign him. Osimhen only a finisher. He got no skills, and that's facts. Okay, that's how you see it. Let's see. If PSG cannot get rid of Mbappe, then they cannot sign Osimhen. I think it makes sense now. I think that's a delicious comment there. That's a good, delicious comment from Wally Waldo. And here's for you, brother. All right, let's see. Mr. Muscle, if your name is Mr. Muscle, then you can speak English. So I'm going to stop highlighting your comment until you start speaking English, because I don't know when I'll highlight your comment that you're probably cussing out people in the chat or me. We need a finisher. Yes, we do need a finisher. They've hit their salary cap because of Mbappe's contract, and chances are that he stays, actually. Come on, hit the like button, people, and also do subscribe to the channel if you haven't. 2 more likes to get it to 60, and then we'll be looking for 14 more to get it to 100. Let's get to 100 likes today, people. And we're going to be starting earlier because the earlier we start, again, we'll finish quicker. And then I'll get to help my boys get ready for school and also do other things. Let's see what else we have here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. And Chelsea FC Jingles Osimhen is just the best big name available right now. I think he will fit where Poch wants. Yep. And please go check out CFC Jingles. It's easy. Click the 3 dots to his name and click on go to YouTube channel. Subscribe. Let's help him get monetized as soon as possible. And that will encourage him to produce more videos. He has lots of educational videos there. And here's the thing, why we are selfless here. We'll all support Chelsea Football Club. And so we help all the content, Chelsea-related content creators to grow. And as they grow, we also grow the fan base. We want our fan base to grow. So go check out his YouTube channel. Let's see what else we have here. Let's see. Mbappe will go to Real Madrid or Liverpool. Salah might go to Saudi Arabia for a big money. I think he will. I think he would definitely go to Saudi Arabia. This will probably be his last season at Liverpool because he would take quite a lot to convince him to forget the money and go. Osimhen is a big and good player, coach, but this season his numbers are not looking good. That's because he's been out injured on 2 occasions at all. He might work for CFC, but he might fail too. There's no guarantee, but more likely than not, I think he will work. I think he will have to perform well at the AFCON. I think he would do well there. Why is it too hard for people to understand football ability? Everybody aren't specialists. If you think you're a specialist, everybody is a specialist. But will go to Real Madrid, and I think that's the case. John is in the house. I've just pressed the like button right now. 59. Let's get the likes up, people. We're seeking to get it to 100. I think we can. Everybody's busy. They don't get paid for being on the panel here, so they join whenever they can. Poch must not work him hard. Let's see what that happened. Good afternoon, everyone. From my bro there, John, in the chat, and all the moderators and the live streamers from England, UK. John, nice to see you, and this is for you, John, and thank you for all your support. I sincerely do appreciate that. Let's see what else we have here. Roger Rabbit. Wow. Let's see what else we have here. Raphael, everyone else would say it. If who doesn't know, if we did a poll, you will lose. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You should know that. Let's see. Instead of Osimhen, I would prefer Mbappe up front due to the his consistency every season. Good luck getting Mbappe, and you know that's not gonna happen. I'm quite sure you know that's not gonna happen. Let's see what else we have here. Why don't the Chelsea ladies come here and show the men how to do it? Wow. Maybe they need to. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go a long way. Let's move on to the next item we have lined up, people. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes do go a long way. 60 likes, 40 more to go, people. Let's get it to 100 likes. And there you go. I have this for you. Thank you for 60 likes. That's not easy. Sincerely do appreciate that. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Right. Let's move on to the next item we have lined up, people. Let's go for it. In all honesty, I don't know this kid well enough to speak effectively about him, or you could say to present a good argument as to why I think we should sign him. But a lot of people are saying that he is good. I don't know him, but here's where I have a problem: 16 million euros plus. But rumors are he has a release clause of 100 million. So I don't actually believe this. If we can get him for 16 million, I think from what I've seen so far, based on comps, I have to be honest, I haven't watched him play full time. And we know dealing with Benfica isn't easy. We know what we went through before we were able to get the Enzo Fernandez deal over the line. It will be seriously difficult to make this happen. So let's hear you. How well do you know Antonio Silva? Is he that good that some people are saying actually we've already started talking with him? And it says that Chelsea have made an attempt to sign Benfica youngster Antonio Silva with a 60 million plus offer, but found the door firmly closed on them. That's because he has a release clause. He has a release clause of 100 million euros, and I think that's 100 million euros to pounds. Let me see here. 100 million euros to pounds. It's still a lot. And how old is he actually? 100 million euros to pounds. Let me do that again. Just give me 1 second. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. 63 likes. Let's try and get it to 100 likes. We can do that by the time the show ends. M2 pounds. Let's see. Okay, around the 80, you can say 86 million. Because I can't round it off with what we have there. Yeah, 86 million pounds. So not bad. But still, I'm not too sure about this one really. So, but if you're watching, what do you think about Antonio Silva? Do you think we should sign him? Do you think that is just too much? In my opinion, I think it's a bit too much. And how old is he really? Antonio Silva is a great signing. Will be a great signing if we sign him. I don't know him that well, and I've said this. I'm not into, you can say, pulling information out of my wazoo and throwing it at people. I like to be as objective as possible. I'm gonna have to say simply, I just here's the thing. All I've seen is this comps. Maybe I haven't paid attention when Benfica is playing and is on the pitch. I haven't paid that much attention to him. Let me check his age. Antonio Silva age. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Okay, 20. No, I get it. I've always argued you can be 19 and be more experienced than somebody that's 23. Because you would judge with just someone's experience in a particular vocation based on how long they've done that. You can say they've been in that vocation, or you can say they've done a particular thing, not really how old they are. But at 20, I don't know, but that's part of the experience. That's down to how old the person is also. So it's a difficult one. It's difficult to find an experience that if you forego, given the fact that experience is often used interchangeably with someone's age. I don't think it'd be good to pay that much money for a 20-year-old. I don't know how good he is, and I've said that if you know him that much, let's hear you. Plus, he could replace Silva. Yeah, you're going just by the name Maya. I want to know. I just going by name, by his name, and saying he could replace Thiago Silva. I'm not sure about that really. As much as I think he's probably most likely a good player, and that's why people are talking so much about him. But I'm not too sure we should be paying that much money for him. We paid 17 million plus for Wesley Fofana. Where is he now? So I think for defenders, you have to be cautious how much you pay for them, because they are the most difficult to sell if it doesn't work out. But that's just my opinion anyway. Let me see. Okay, how many questions we have? If any, if we have any questions there, it's still loading. I'll come back to that. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Appreciate you all. Sorry, Mr. Muscle, I cannot read your comments and I can't highlight it because I'm not sure when you're cursing people out when that isn't the case. Let's see what else we have here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Let me see. Okay, that's quite a lot of comments today, man. I've done a lot of reading. Silva, he's just a 20-year-old body, massive risk for that much money. We need a world-class CP. And we've talked about Bastoni, and it doesn't look like we're interested in signing Bastoni. So, yeah, we're moving from that. Let's see the difference. This guy is trying to communicate, but I'm not sure when he's cussing us out and when he's saying anything. Okay, I think the next one probably saying something like "I love your mama" because I see Amori the mama, so I'm not going to highlight it. I'm going to stop highlighting his comments. We don't know when he's cussing people out. Why hasn't Fabrizio Romano say anything? I don't know. Fabrizio Romano doesn't have the final say in anything. We need a leader, and Bastoni, even though young, is a leader and world class, and you can say more experienced than Antonio Silva. But I'm not sure why we're pushing to sign Antonio Silva. I'm not sure why that's the case. But It's beyond me anyway. For that much money, I say, please don't pay it. Please don't pay that much money for this guy anyway. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go along with some interesting stuff we're gonna address in a bit. And thank you for AD to AD for all the updates here. Give me a second here. Let me get things back. I want to open them up so that we can address them in a few seconds here. I was here. It was this one here. Okay, that's one. Let's see. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go along with 65 likes. We're getting closer and closer. Let's see if we can get it to 100 likes today, because we're gonna get there. Let's see what else we have here. Please, if you can understand what this guy is writing, I think he's writing stuff in Italian. Try and decipher that. Let's know when he's cussing us out. I want to know, really. Give me 1 second here. And I see my bro Couch Critic in the chat. I will say hello in a bit. Just give me a second. I'm trying to open some windows for us to address some of the news items we have lined up here, so we get ready. But let me go on here. It will take time. I've opened this one from okay. Some comments from Bridge that I'd like us to talk about. I think that will help carry us through the length of the show. Let's see what we have here. Okay, Bridge here, and then Simon Phillips. How many Bridges comments there? I think probably we'll have all on one page there. So I'm gonna go with this one. Okay, let's see. I keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. A question for you, coach. Put the question in the questions tab. There are two tabs at the very top. If you see it, click the drop down, then put the question, then I'll try to address it. But I'll humor you because you're an OG here. Questions for you, coach. Who would you want other than Osimhen? Santiago Jimenez. Yep. Ajax player, I think is excellent. He can be physical. He has the height, a good finisher. For me, he's the more complete of all the players we're linked with, and probably will most likely be Pochettino's preference, given the sort of players he's looking for. Let's see. He plays like an old school, no nonsense defender. He's young. He has a lot of experience because he plays almost every time. He's good, but shouldn't be a priority. Too much money for a 20-year-old kid. That's how I see it too. Coach Mr. Muscle is saying he loves. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I suspected that because I know Amori. I know Mama there is the universal language. So that's why I'm saying I'm not going to be highlighting his comments because I don't know when he's cussing it out there. And if he's cussing a lot, please, if that's what he's doing, please just mute him. Let's see what else we have here. Silva is not bad, but it's just Benfica being smart, and they have a release clause. And my bro, the Couch Critic, is in the house. Nice to see you, bro. This is for you, bro. Much appreciate you finding the time to join the show. If you're watching, please, if you haven't, if you want to listen to somebody analyze football, go and subscribe to Couch Critics YouTube channel. I wish I can find a way to share the link to his YouTube channel here. But believe me, people, go check out, subscribe to Couch Critics YouTube channel. You will not find another analytical mind content creator than him. Delicious to listen to, very articulate, no BS, always objective with this analysis. Believe me, this is not me hyping a friend or a brother. I know him. But I'm shocked that he doesn't have 100,000 subscribers. I'm not kidding you. And you know me, I don't hype people up like this. You must be up that good before I say such. Ask other people. You need to be subscribed to Couch Cricket's YouTube channel. You know what? I'm going to add him as one of the recommended channels, YouTube content creators channel to the homepage of Chelsea Perspective once I get a chance. But please, you need to go check out his YouTube channel and be sure to subscribe. And you're not going to regret it. Keep amassing the likes, people. Liking and sharing means caring. Let's all go crazy with the likes. I appreciate you saying that, John. That's delicious to hear, and you deserve an applause, and you know I respect it. Here to you too, my bro. I appreciate you finding the time to say that. Mr. Muscle lost football, but he said other things. See, why mention Mama? Well, give them the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go a long way. Waldo, as coach, that means. Let's see what else we have here. With this, you call the Pochettino philosophy. I don't think anything anything will change, even with a renowned number 9, because Pochettino is clueless. Here's the thing. I read this comment because you weren't here when we talk about keeping the comments aligned. Otherwise, I'm going to skip your comments. Let's see what else we have here. Coach, we are linked to Benjamin Sesko. I've heard that too. Boston is good. Bremer and Gadi, Juventus also. Okay, let's see what else we have here. My bro Santiago Munoz is in the house. My assistant, I appreciate you finding time to join. I want Antonio Silva play. He is a decent CB, young and strong. He's always in his position, but I wouldn't sign him up for a lot of money. And then good luck to us getting him, because if he has a release clause, you know Benfica will not budge. I'm quite sure you know fully well Benfica will not budge for that fee. No, they will not. What do you think the final score will be between Chelsea versus Middlesbrough in the second leg? I think, let's say at least they will still score at home. That's because we'll be all out to get a goal. But I think we'll score more. I think we'll beat them 2-1 or 3-1. But that's just me. I hope Fulham beat Liverpool. You hope in the second leg, right? We'll see. Keep dropping likes on the stream, people. The likes do go along. We appreciate you all finding the time to join. Mi amigo Dante there. Keep dropping the likes. Let's see. Sorry, Rafael is. Let's see. What's the name of the channel you just mentioned? Couch Critic. That's what it's called. Couch Critic YouTube channel. And I'm not kidding. Go. I think he has a video out for our last game. He breaks everything down. He's not one of those content creators. You can say that when they produce content, you could sense that the content is driven by their emotions. They created the content when they were high. You can say when emotions were still running high and weren't objective enough, probably spilling. They were probably spilling their opinions. But Couch Critics, his contents are driven by facts. Yeah, you see, yep. So he's a human. So every now and then you still see some stuff that, yeah, you could guess are his opinion. But believe me, more facts than you can say than him throwing stuff at you out of his wazoo. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go along. We appreciate you all finding the time to join the show. So we have this item here. I don't see a lot of questions on the questions tab, just a few. But let's come here. Some news here. This is interesting. I don't know. What in the heck is this? I don't like this one. And I'm booing. If this is true, I'm booing Chelsea for this one. Excuse me. I don't understand. Chelsea are interested in Ivan Ferguson, but Brighton do not want to sell. Even if it has a release clause of £10 million, I'd say don't pay it. Like, what in the world are we doing? And we know fully well that even if it has a release clause, we'd end up paying more than $100 million for this kid. What has he done, really? That I just don't understand. Probably to me, I'd say BS on this one. I don't think it happens. So let's hear you. I knew you were going to say something. I knew you were going to be one of the first to say something here. Yeah, I'll call BS on this one. It just doesn't make any sort of sense. Like, wow. Like, what are we doing, really? What in the world are we doing right now? Sorry, I have to open another window quickly. That way I'll be able to bring up other updates should we get more from especially my bro AD. So yeah, this kid he has some potential, but I don't think he's what we need right now. And chances are, if we go to Brighton and we want to sign him, would end up paying more than £100 million. And I don't think he's a 100 million pounds player yet. He's not. He has potential. Do I think he will end up becoming one? I'd say right now, I'd say no. I don't see that. I get it. He's done well, but the heck is this? I just don't understand. I even booed. I even booed the club for this one. Really, I don't want this. I honestly do not want this. No. So you know what? I'm gonna make another meme video actually, and I think it will go viral. But this is absolute horse doo-doo, horse dung, horse crap, whatever you want to call it. What is this? No business with Brighton again. I don't want them. And I don't think we should do business with them again either. This is absolute nonsense. Chelsea versus Fulham on Saturday, 13th of January 2024. I kick off in the afternoon at 12:30 p.m. in the afternoon here in England, UK, Great Britain time. Thank you for that information there, John. I appreciate you. I do like the kid Ferguson, but yeah, for how much? And is he really what we need right now? I'd say no. Ferguson isn't what we need right now. He has potential. If anything, he's still a potential right now. He's not yet, because here's the thing. I know no, they haven't mentioned any transfer fee there, but I can assure you, should we push to sign him, we will be paying more than 100 million pounds. And I don't think he's that player yet. I don't think so. And you know what? I don't believe this. This is more of a smokescreen. I think the club, Chelsea, are probably working on signing another player and not this player here. That's just my opinion. Let's see. Here we're turning into a flop. Let's see. If we dare sign any mid from singles matches, yeah, I don't think we should do that. Big up to you too, Galadinho. Nice to see you. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show. I hope you're doing well. Not the horse doo duck. Oh my goodness. Where is the beautiful game when you need him? Because this, I want him to see this one. No, man. This is absolute nonsense. Absolute bullcrap, horse donk, whatever you want to call it. Please be careful when you put in the chat. Nightbot and moderators will time you out. This is a public warning to you all. Thank you for saying that, John. Keep it clean, stay civil, keep it civil, and yeah, we respect that. We cannot do business with Brighton again. I don't think we can, and I don't think we should. But here's the thing. But I'm gonna say this. It's like when you need a product, and it happens that a particular store is the only store where the product is available. No matter your previous experiences at the club, you still go back there. So if they have a player we like, I think we still go back there. Right now, if that player is Ferguson, then something is wrong with us. But that's just my opinion anyway. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. 68 likes. Let's get it to 70. And then we need 30 more to get it to 100 likes. We can make it happen, people. Let's go! Let's go, people. Let's go. And if you have any questions, put it in a question. There are two columns there, layered on each other. You can change from the chat column and also from the question and answer Q&A tab. In the Q&A tab, if you open it, you can add your questions there, and we'll start trying to address your questions in a bit. Let's see anything else to address here. This says we got Brighton board members. You could say that. That's believable. Brighton doesn't like us. I don't like them either. Yeah, I think they like us because we pay premium. So probably we're like one of their best customers, actually. In my opinion, that's how I see it. Bring back Lakaka, possibly Broya Jackson, even with Ferguson combined. Yeah, you can say that. Ferguson also signed a 6-year contract this year, and even before seeing that, before hearing that, I've already said I don't see us paying. I don't see them selling him for anything less than 100 million pounds. And I think this report, for me, it's just nonsense. I don't think we're interested in signing him. I don't think so at all. What has he done, really, as a player? This is absolute bullcrap. 68 likes, 2 more to get it to 70. Come on, people. Let's see if we can get it to 100. We still have time to go. Chelsea wanting mid players, and nothing will be the same for real. But I don't believe this report, because it just doesn't make sense. If any one of you want to become a membership supporter, please click on the join button and follow the instructions. John, I appreciate you saying that. And again, I'm gonna appreciate you with the uploads here. Yes, thank you so much, John. I sincerely do appreciate that. Ferguson it's not better than Jackson. Yeah, I would say that Jackson has more to his game than Ferguson. Yep, that's how I see it. From Cuckoo to Casado to Sanchez and now Ferguson. I don't believe this. I'm just saying it's just a rumor. I just because I think we're talking discussing Ferguson right now. That's because that's the way we operate here. We see rumors, Chelsea related rumors out there. We discuss them here, put two and two together, dissect and analyze, and then come to a sensible conclusion. For me, I'm calling this one. It's absolute hot dunk. I don't think we need him. I don't think we're actually interested in signing him. It's a transfer window. It's a transfer window. Silly season, and people just want you can say exploiting urge for Chelsea related transfer news. So once they know if they have something like that out there, it will get a lot of clicks, which translates to money to some of them who are already monetized. Ivan Ferguson didn't do anything when Chelsea last played Brighton, and beyond that, actually, what has he done really? We need Boniface or Victor, the two Nigerian strikers. So let's see what happens. And big up to you. Nice to see you, GFC Gavin. I hope you're doing well, and I appreciate you finding the time to join the show. And you know what to do. Let's see. And again, big up, JC. Nice to see you, brother. I hope you're doing well. You see, the only person that breaks the soundboard is the Bluetooth again. Yeah. And big up Cucurella and everyone. Why didn't the buyers simply purchase Brighton instead of GFC? I think you're going by, that's your judgment is if we're in fact interested in signing Ferguson, I think we should actually move on to buy the club. It will be cheaper. Yeah, because we'll buy them in bulk. Let's see. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. They will ask Poch tomorrow for a transfer. Let's see what he says. And in his thing, I'm going to say this quickly. We should be careful with regards to the content creators we listen to. Some of them produce emotionally driven content. They just dump their opinion on their followers, and they eat it up, and that has led to the community being so toxic that it's not funny. Here's the thing. Do I think people release clickbait content all the time, or do I think people release content just to exploit the vulnerability of Chelsea fans? Because we're very vulnerable right now, given how badly we've been of late. The fact that we're not anywhere near to, you could say, where we used to be in the table. They are exploiting that, creating baseless content with baseless reports saying we're close to signing Osimhen. And here's where the issue lies. Content creators are now tying that to the owners, calling it PR. The owners sponsoring such you can say content so that to calm the fans down. These are just content creators that have no business relationship with the club, but are exploiting the fans' vulnerability. Put out some horse dunk crap reports out there, and people will suck it up and start saying it's the owners. You can say pushing that narrative to calm the fan down. Then you'd be stupid to believe it anyway in the first place. If you're not good at dissecting and analyzing information and coming to a sensible conclusion, then you might well end up you can say suffering from high blood pressure because you pay too much attention to some content creators dumping their opinion on you, and you're sucking it all up. For instance, this particular report is absolute horse dunk. You know, if you reason well, if you reason objectively, you'd know this is absolute horse doo-doo. First of all, he's not going to come for anything less than 100 million pounds. And second of all, what has it done really? And I think this is not believable in so many ways. It's absolute nonsense, in my opinion. And if there's anything like, third of all, yeah, again, what has it done as a player? All right, let's see. It's good to see you, my brother. Okay, JC, your brother is in the house. Have a good conversation with him. We should assign a player very quickly. Should have already a first day when the window opened. I don't think. I think we're not. I don't think we're in a rush to sign players, and I knew that was going to be the case. Let's see. People keep dropping the likes on the stream. People, the likes do go a long way. And John, I'm not going to read your conversation with JC there. He's running. Let's see what you have here. Just have your conversation, people. We don't have to be calling each other names. All right. Beyond this, do I see in the questions tab? We have two items there. Michi does a 12-hour live stream. I think I've seen a longer one before, but that's not a question though. But another one from Maya there, more like a question, which says you wonder if Chelsea will buy anyone in this transfer window. That's a good question. I'm gonna say this. I think we will, and here's why I think we will. The owners, you can say, I learned during the last two transfer windows that they found a way to put their transfer activities under wraps, which has led to a lot of speculations out there that are wrong. You don't know that we're interested in signing any player until we are on the verge of wrapping up that deal. So you can't, because you're not hearing so much about you can say you don't know much about what we're doing in the market and feel like, okay, it looks like we're not going to sign any player. I don't think that's the case. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go along with 71 likes. We need 29 more to get it to 100. We can actually make this happen today. Let's make it happen. I like Lewis's channel. It's not a secret. I'm not saying that. I'm not mentioning. I don't know. You're having a conversation with somebody there. Lewis is you can say a content creator, raw as it is, and doesn't. You can say, what language am I looking for? And doesn't, you can say, paint put paint over cracks. He speaks it as he sees it, and everybody operates differently. And Lewis's channel is an excellent channel, by the way. Let's see what else we have here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. Risking my job to say stay away from Brighton. Concentrate. Please concentrate. I don't want you to lose your job, brother. Concentrate. Bills don't pay themselves. You have to concentrate on your job, brother. Let's see what else we have. Yeah, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. I knew Glenton would pop up to say something about that. And lo and behold, look at him. He said it. He had to risk his job to come say no to Brighton. But I'd start by saying I said, but no, but I start by saying no to us signing Ivan Ferguson. It's a no for me, a huge no, and I'm not gonna change that anytime. It just doesn't make sense in so many ways, and we've talked about that in a bit. Nobody should be skipping school. Your parents could get into trouble, so please go back to school. If I were you, I'd go back to school too. Yep, don't skip school to be in the chat here. We don't condone that. Your education should be your priority. Pochettino has proven to be in the same bracket, Lampard and Pochettino. We're not talking about Pochettino right now, and you've heard us. We have to keep the topics aligned. We would have been fighting, and I've told you that now, so I'm going to skip your subsequent comments. If we sign Ferguson for more than 30 million, the sporting directors need to be arrested. Big up, everyone. Big up to you, Vic. Nice to see you, Vic. I appreciate you finding time to join the show. Let's see. People having good conversation there. Nice to see. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Every player is expendable, really. What is the news on Osimhen? Nothing too serious. Everything out there, they're all just rumors at this point. Some are saying he will end up in Saudi Arabia. Some are saying that we've already started talking with his camp. Some are saying he's just open to joining Chelsea in the summer. But Fabrizio Romano says nothing will happen this January in the summer. And we also did come to the conclusion that even if we're able to sign him right now, I think the contract will be that he'll join us in the summer, and not right now, a pre-contract, a shorter language. But nice to see you, Undertaker. I hope you're doing well. Daka said it looks so crap. Let's see. Me and JC don't call each other or other names. I've never called anybody names whatsoever. Yep, nobody does that. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Let's see anything else. 12 hours, 20 minutes a stream. Was the longest, was not planned, just waffling. Just waffling. The gist, the hist, and the Scotch Potch is in the house. Once more, there you go. This is for you, my bro, friend. And please meet your boy when you get a chance to share the link to your YouTube channel so people can check it out. But if you follow Chelsea Perspective, go check the Go check what's it called? Go check our homepage. You'll see Mitchy Boys as one of the recommended channels there. Be sure to follow him. Appreciate you all for that. Lewis doesn't hold back any hosts. He doesn't at all, and he has some excellent panelists. I knew a few whom played in higher leagues like Russia when Samuel Eto'o. Okay. Thank you for that information. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Just see, okay, let's move on to the next item we have lined up. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Let's go. All right. I made a mistake there. I didn't open it. Anything else we have here? We've addressed this one. I think we've addressed this one too. This is the wrong window, so I want to go to this particular window there. I think this one. Yep. Is this the one we're looking at? Still mixed up here. What's going on here? So most likely this one where we have Ivan Ferguson. We've addressed that one, and then this one here we have this one too. Sam Kerr. Sam Kerr. How do you pronounce his last name? Sam Kerr. Sam Kerr. Sam Kerr. I don't know. Constantine Dante, help me. How do you pronounce his last name? Spell it there with a way that will make it easier so that I can pronounce it correctly. Sam Kerr has extended her contract at Chelsea FC Women until 2025. There is believed to be a further option to extend. He's been an excellent player for the women's team. He's been an excellent player for the Chelsea women's team, and I hope we'll keep him even longer. An excellent player overall. We need just 27 more likes to get it to 100 people. And let's make it happen. Look, is it Kerr? Sam Kerr? Kerr. Kerr, which one? So I want you to spell it how I should pronounce it, and then it be correct. She did an XCL out all year. Yep, still we extended her contract. That's to show you how important she is. I like her. You can say that's one of the most heard names from the Chelsea women's team. And if you know any panelists that would like to be covering the women's show on Chelsea Perspective, we'll talk about what they will benefit from that. We'll share the spoils or whatever what we get and but just know this, the channel doesn't bring in enough this time, but at least you get exposure and get something from it. You get a super chat. We'll share the super chat and everything. But I need somebody to be covering the women's show. I don't know them that much. I'm overwhelmed already by the fact that I prepared the thumbnail, scheduled the shows and everything. It's tiring, really. So I need as much help as I can get. Hopefully, Tiger will prove to be the right guy after his training. Let's see. She did an SCL, like you said there. Kerr is a very good player, and I like him. Probably best striker in the world. She's excellent, and boy, a fine finish on her day. It's only 4 words. Cannot write it another way. An icon. She is an icon. She is an icon. Credit to her. And thank you for AD for sending me the link to this particular news. I sincerely do appreciate that. AD stays on top of the happenings out there, and he ensures that we don't miss anything. And I cannot thank him enough. Ooh, okay. Some news. We have 2 items also here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. 25 more likes. We can make it happen, and we still have more than 30 minutes by the time before we get to the end of the show. I appreciate you all, and once again, an applause for you guys for 75 likes, 25 more to get it to 100. Let's make. Yep, Sam Kerr, I'm happy that she's our player for 1 more season. And I think I'm going to make a video, YouTube short, 2 videos, one Ivan Ferguson YouTube short, and the other one, yeah, I see that I use the Mourinho meme if I speak, or I use the no. Let's see. Kerr is a woman #1 striker in the world. I don't doubt that. She's excellent. She's an excellent player. And again, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. We have 25. We need 25 more likes to get it to 100. So something else I want us to talk about here. Looks like Wembridge, he said a lot. He said a lot of late. Let's go to Simon Phillips' window. When we see Simon Phillips, I stopped liking him the moment he said that Alfie Gilchrist is better. Is better than Alfie Gilchrist is better than Disasi. Let's see. I'm looking for the Wenbridge comments. There you go. I want us to look at it. I mean, we don't have too much to talk about right now, but before we start looking at the Wenbridge comments, there are two other items that AD shared with me. I'll bring them up. We'll talk about them, and then we'll move on. It says she lived in the same apartment complex with me when she was 16. Used to talk to her in the gym and in sauna spa. Her brother was a superstar AFL Aussie rules of football. Not sure if you know the sport. Aussie rules football, is that a different type of football? Okay, but educate me. 24 more likes to get it to 100. Let's make it happen, people. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And quickly, to those of you who are watching, but for one reason or the other, you're not able to participate in the chat, just know that we appreciate you. And you watching alone does go a long way. But we urge you to please do us one tiny bitty favor, which is to please take a second to drop a like on the stream for us. The likes do go along. We sincerely do appreciate that. Thank you. And thank you so much. Let's see what else we have here. Blue board analysis that Jerry C. Nice to see you, Jerry C. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show. I hope you're doing well. When you get a chance to share the link to your YouTube channel so people can go check it out. So I'm negotiating with Jerry Z and Tiger Beast to be the moderator for that debate. And I'm going to try to convince them for it to be a live show on Jerry Z's YouTube channel. His first live show, probably most likely. I want to be the moderator there. Be interesting, and we'll discuss some rules. And I think that's something new. That actually give me an idea for a new sort of show I want to start in Chelsea perspective. But I want to be the moderator for that debate. And much anticipated debate with two individuals with two extremely contrasting views on the manager. So it'd be interesting to see what happens that day. It's a different type of football, yes, with hands and feet, a very physical, sport, only pro in Australia. So it hasn't gone global. Okay. Foul in the man, I see you. Let's see, coach. I would recommend you to wear some protection so they don't punch me, right? All right, people, we need just 24 more likes to get it to 100 likes. Let's make it happen, people. I appreciate you all. It's been an excellent show. And as you can see, if we can keep the topics aligned, I can interact with you the whole day. And I love to do that. And in a few minutes, in about once it's 30 minutes, top of the hour, I will share the link to the panel so that if you're in the chat and you want to come give us your 2 cents, we welcome you to come do that. This here says, but they get 100,000 fans at games. It's huge here. I love it as well. I'd like to experience it, really. If you ever look it up, you will be shocked, but it's entertaining. Let's see what else we have here. But I understood that was what you meant to say there. So 2 more items from an AD love for Blue My Bro. You can say, I knew sauce. Eddie says here, the first item Eddie provided us with here says, Chelsea, it says Chelsea will have significant money to spend in the summer. Their transfer fund will be reduced if they fail to qualify for Europe. Wow. So it's common sense now. So if we fail to qualify for Europe, our transfer funds will be reduced, and I'm guessing significantly, but I'm not an accountant by any Chelsea. I'm not the Chelsea accountant by any stretch of imagination. But I'm just saying, given this report, then we should make signings this window. Yeah, if we want to make it into the Champions League, we should sign players this window. Either sign players on loan, sign a number 9 on loan, or sign players we need on loan, not an apartment, which makes it easier. Just pay the loan fee or maybe the player's salary, then make it into Europe and have more money to spend in the summer. I don't know. What do you think about this? That's how I feel about it. And it says Chelsea are long-term admirer of Irvine Ferguson. However, Brighton and Hove Albion are reluctant to sell. They don't have a buyout clause, If we can convince the player to come to us, yeah. But I'm not a fan of us paying anything north of £50 million for that youngster. For that youngster who hasn't actually achieved anything in football, in my opinion. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Yes, we need to loan if we can or buy. Yep. If the priority, if in fact, yep, not it's a fact actually. I think we've always known that if we don't have a Champions League assignment next season, financially we will suffer. So if they won, because they understand that they know that's the case, and we need players, we need reinforcements this January. There's no two ways about it. It's either we get players in on loan, or we just do. So whatever we sign them on a permanent. We need to sign players this summer to help us make it into achieve a Champions League European place, to make more money, to have more money to spend in the summer, to you can say bring in reinforcements wherever we need. We're not getting Europe, so we better get a striker soon. I think we better get a player now. Let's try, let alone we fail. That's how I see it. Chelsea are looking for short-term striker. Yeah, that's what we should look for. In my opinion, look for short-term solutions, and not if it be difficult to go for Osimhen right now, and then if we sign Osimhen and get into if it means we would sign Osimhen and then get into trouble, then we should go for short-term solutions, and it will work. Undertaker, nice to see you. If we cannot sign Osimhen, we can go for Benjamin Sesko, maybe on loan. I would take him too. Let's see. I am divergent from the narrative where 97.9% advocate for Pochettino's departure. However, I remain steadfast in my position, supported by rationale, empirical, testable, and factual evidence. Okay. Let's see what else we have here. Europa League, Conference League at minimum, or Poch is in trouble. Let's see what happens there. Big up everyone. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. My big brother and critic at JC. That's what I have. That's what I love to see. It's all good. Have a conversation, debate, argue. If we all argue, agree, then something is wrong. You're just sticking with him because you don't want to be wrong. In other words, here's the thing: a debate will always be a debate. We will pay attention on that day. We will pay attention to the you can say your counter arguments and make sense of it. Yeah. Let's see. Sesko on loan, not a bad shout for January. Yeah, I think we should consider bringing Sesko on loan, or any other striker. Anyway, just doesn't matter. But if in fact, yeah, if we need to achieve a European place and then have enough money to spend in the summer, we have to do that. Let's see. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. We are still in for 2 cups. Don't one of them guarantee spots of a European place. I think the FA Cup guarantees. I'm not too sure. Which one guarantees a European place? I'm not too sure, really. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. So let's look at Wayne Bridges' comments about Chelsea. Was it Wayne Bridge? Was it not this one? Not this particular window. Just give me a second there. Let's see what we have here. Yeah, Wayne Bridge, indeed. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. So let's hear what he has to say. Come on, people. 22 more likes to get it to 100 likes. So let's make it happen. We have 78, and here's for you. I need to thank you. That's how I appreciate you all. And let's start a campaign. I'd like to have Lewis on the channel here. I've reached out to him via Twitter. We follow each other, so probably haven't seen my message. And I think we follow each other on Twitter, but he gets a lot of messages probably. Probably hasn't seen mine. But let's start a campaign. If you go there, tell him that I said I would want to have him on the pilot here, and then I'll try to reach out to him however best way possible. I'll check for his email address. Let's see what else we have here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go along. We're still in the process of settling into the new place here in the UK. Good luck. I hope it goes well. Moving isn't easy. So let's see. Just give me a second. Let me take care of something here. Yes, people, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show. Let's go. Let's pay attention to Wayne Bridge, what he has to say. Come on, people, keep smashing the like button and subscribe. Does not take a longer to press the like button. Just half a second. 22 more likes to get it to 100. Let's make that happen. And we're getting closer and closer to 19,000 subscribers. We are at 18,358 subscribers. Let's make it happen, people. Let's see what else we have here. Carabao Cup, Conference League, the Euro Cup. I don't want. I have to go to bad teams, bad pitches, middle of nowhere. But unfortunately, because of finances, we do need that. So when Bridge is saying Conor Gallagher has been great, and when there's a talk of him leaving, it's crazy. Letting Mason Mount go was crazy. I don't think we'll let Mason Mount go. Mason Mount wanted to leave. Didn't agree to the new contract offer the owners had on the table for him, and there was nothing special about him. And the owners took over at the time where he was very poor. I'd like Conor Gallagher to stay. I think fans will be fuming if he left. Hesitant if they sell him. They own the club. It's a business. Fans will always be fans. And if they feel like they can do better than him, if they sell him, they sell him in a heartbeat. But if he stays, I'm fine. If he leaves, I'm okay with it. But I think he stays at least beyond January. But that's just my opinion anyway. Let's hear you. Anything else here? Let's see. Breaking news of what I have heard that Chelsea to have the money for the January market, but they do need Poch to start improving results to move on the table. He must beat Middlesbrough. I think we're well. Poch playing mid games, maybe that's why he doesn't want to beat Borough. You never know. Keep dropping likes on the stream, people. The likes do go along with, so they are waiting for Poch. So let's see. For me here, I'd say I don't think you don't. Chelsea didn't let Mason Mount go. We don't have to. You can say pay him the whole world for him to stay. And how has it turned out for him at United anyway? When Bridge, it's crazy how inconsistent Chelsea are with the amount of money they have spent, but it's individual performances from certain players that has let Pochettino down. Very well said there. Yep. When Bridge, Mauricio Pochettino has been let down by the Chelsea players. He's a really good manager. I'd love to see him get time. Do I think that happens? There's no guarantee, but I can say chances are if we keep winning games here and there and keep, you can say, garnering more points, chances are if he finishes in European place, he'll keep his place. And like I said, the plan is to evaluate at the end of the season and see if he's done well enough to keep his job. Come on, people, please. We can do better. 22 more likes to get it to 100. Let's make it happen. We can actually do that. Messages to confirm. So I want to affirm that I am indeed serious about giving away 150 50 pounds on a Chelsea perspective, a draw in the next event of Chelsea not finishing in the top 6. Okay, that's there. It's in a video. It will not go away. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. And after when Bridge, then we have Jamie O'Hara saying Timo Werner would walk into this Chelsea team right now for sure. I don't think so. I really do not think so. Keep dropping likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Chelsea owners Dybala and Dybala are willing to invest during the January transfer window in hope of rescuing a season that has so far been a huge disappointment. Shocking, right? So if you have any question, drop it in the chat so we can address it. And this report here saying co-controlling Chelsea owner Bengali Bali and Todd Bowley spent a fortune last January with nothing new there, in my opinion. Anything else to address here? Keep dropping the likes on the stream. Okay, that's important too. I think 2 new items that I opened actually that I wanted us to address. All right, let's address these 2 new items. Currently, I don't know if we've addressed it already, and this is the second time I'm bringing it up. I'm not too sure. 78 likes, people. 22 more to get it to 100. Let's see if we can make that, but we'll be rounding off soon anyway. It doesn't look like it will get to 100. Let's see. Mason Mount hasn't been playing anything. Yep. The first item here says, although Chelsea will have a significant money to spend in the summer, their transfer fund will be reduced if they failed. I think we addressed that. Yep. Yeah, we addressed that. And they say Chelsea have made a new striker their top transfer priority, but Mauricio Pochettino insists they are in no rush to sign a forward in January. I am not sure what to make of this one, really. But that's just me anyway. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. So if you have any questions, to drop in the chat. Q&A time. Let's go for it. Right, let's see. Jamie O'Hara, that guy is a joke. Spurs has been the guy was a crappy player. I don't even remember what he achieved as a footballer that much. I remember uh him playing and being that good. We started the season well, but opponents have since figured out punch ball. What is punch ball really? Yeah, what is Podgeball? I don't know what it is yet. Um, we aren't creating enough quality chances, and any striker would struggle. That is an excellent statement right there. I must say. And keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Sincerely, do appreciate you all finding the time to join the show. As we get closer and closer to 19,000 subscribers, the hope is to get to 20,000 subscribers by the end of the transfer window. I appreciate you all, people. Let's see what else we have here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. This says they spent a fortune on the players, but a wrong coach. That may well end up being the case. Poch being stubborn. Let's see any questions there. Otherwise, we're going to call it a day. Gary Neville hasn't mentioned Chelsea for one day. Are you sure he's okay? Palmer should not play a striker, but that wasn't our biggest issue. He played there, he had opportunities and didn't put them away. A punch ball is one type of football, only old school mentality. That may well be the case. Let's see what else we have here on Saturday. I mean, Cucurella, am I eligible to participate in the drawing for the 150 prize? Yeah, you could participate, and if you get to win it, why not? You keep your money, so that will save you a lot. Football 4-2-3-1. One of the FB forwards. Okay, fullbacks bombing forward, hoping for a high press to win a turnover and make a quick goal. And we haven't actually been good at that too. He won nothing, and he talks of getting into a Chelsea team. Spurs are nobody team, just won the Audi Cup and won FA Cup on the Ramos. Is that Wanda Ramos? I think it was Wanda Ramos so many centuries ago. Ouch, DJ, really. Coach Bobby and Broja had enough last night. They needed to recover. Probably Michi drained the life out of them. I'm quite sure that happened. The way FFP is going, loads of players, Premier League teams will lose players. Is that what you're saying? So let's see. I don't know. Let's give people those in the chat a few minutes. Let me say just 10 more minutes. If you want to come onto the panel and give us your 2 cents, we want to hear you. Otherwise, I'm gonna call it a day. Sorry, Kuchila cannot stand. I can't either. I cannot. Honestly. Here's the thing. I think it was the beautiful game for me. I used to just follow football and support. You say as a neutral, but content creation changed me. For now, I hate Arsenal. I do video meme making fun of them whenever they lose a game and all that. But that's just me. So I've shared the link to the panel there. Let me just say link to the panel. If you have a minute or two, come onto the panel, give us your 2 cents before we call it a day. I'm gonna round up 10 minutes earlier so that I can do all the things, help my wife with the kids getting ready for school. Link to the panel. So if you want to join, come give us your 2 cents here. It'd be interesting to see what you have to say. Or if you have a question, come onto the panel, ask a question. If you have a question, ask the question in the chat there. Great show, coach, and great opinions from the group. Yeah, it's been enjoyable. And Constantine Dente would tell you you're still not a member. But you don't have to. We want Jerry at the panel. Great show, appreciate that. Let's wait a bit to see what happens. And this is more like actually the show we talked about, coach and the fans. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go along. We appreciate you all finding the time to join the show. We're getting closer to 19,000 subscribers. I hope that we get to 20,000 subscribers by the time the January transfer window shuts, and we get 100,000 subscribers by the time we get to 2025. I know we can, but I need all your support. I cannot do it alone. So if you have any questions, drop it in the chat and I'll try to address it. Otherwise, we'll be rounded up soon. Let's go. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. Nothing new has emerged. Let's see. Anybody has anything else to say there? I only hate on one team. Yeah, let's see, people. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes will go a long way. And thank you for 79 likes. We need just 21 more to get it to 100. Maybe that happens, maybe not. I don't know, but it can actually happen. And DJ here saying, will not be surprised. It will not surprise you though if Werner gets his emoji back on the Angie and starts scoring, but unfortunately they will be offside goals. Here's something I'm going to say here. Timo Werner will not, and I can assure you, will not perform consistently in the Premier League. Why do I say that? And that's because in the Premier League, we have a lot of low block teams, and Timo Werner needs space to be effective. Yeah, Timo Werner needs a space to be effective, and I don't think he's able to do that. If without spaces, he struggles. And 1v1 with defenders, 1v1 with goalkeepers, he can put chances away. But 1v1 with defenders, he probably basically tells the opposition, take the ball and leave me alone. I will be back tomorrow. See you tomorrow with more information. I appreciate that. Raphael, let's hear from you, please. No bad words. You know how we operate here. If you have anything to say, let's hear you, Raphael. You there? Okay, it looks like you're struggling with the audio, so I'm going to try to add you back. If you fixed it, you let me know. So, but let's see what else we have here. I just raised for that Gallagher banner. Oh, okay, good job. Okay, let's see. With that, we've come to the natural end of the show, people. It doesn't look like anybody has anything else. Okay, DJ just joined. DJ, let's hear you. Let's hear you. Give us your 2 cents. What do you want to talk about? Or do you have any questions? Let's hear you. But big up to you, my bro, for finding the time to join the show. This is for you.
Big up, Cucurella. Thanks.
Yeah, you have to train me more how to be a good DJ. But let's hear you, DJ. Anything else you want to say? Let's hear you before we call it a day.
No, listen, I was just hearing what you were saying about about what's going on at Chelsea at the moment. Listen, I know I'm probably sounding negative to a lot of the fans, and probably I'm getting it a lot of people saying negativity about Pochettino. But look, I've always said it. You know, I'm willing to give the guy a chance. I said it already. I don't want him out, but I'm just saying he needs to change his ways. I mean, I've watched Chelsea enough this season, gone to live games, seen them play. There are times, as I said, that he looks confused on the bench. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's run out of ideas. I get the fact that we've got injuries. You know, any manager will be saying, oh, if we had an injury, it would be the same thing. But as I said, any world-class manager, if it was a Pep, if it was a Klopp, knowing that they've got an injury situation and what players they've got, they'll still find a way of changing the systems and changing it around to make that work. Now, people will turn around and say, we don't have the players. I still think we have got the players in terms of players do know what they're doing. But I just think sometimes his man management can just be a little bit better than what he's doing at the moment. That's all I've been saying. Nothing else, you know, because it is a bit disappointing seeing as I know where we're at. I know it's a project. It's a project that's going to be probably going on for a long time. But listen, you know, he's supposed to be one of these kind of managers that comes in and improves players. And so far, I've got to admit, I've not seen anything in that. All I've basically seen is ruining players at the moment. And you know, you're seeing players consistently being played out of position. I get, as I keep saying, we've got the injuries. I've seen players being played out of position. You look at yourself and you think, what are you doing, mate? You're supposed to be better than this now. I'd probably expect someone like a Graham Potter to maybe go and play players out of position. But would you believe under Graham Potter, he was not playing players out of position, even though our results were so bad last season under him. But he wasn't playing players out of position. In fact, people are moaning about Enzo Fernandez. I know Raphael's on here, and big up to Raphael. I've got respect to everything he says about Raphael. And I'm no Chelsea fans. I'm no one of those Enzo. I think he said Enzo lovers or whatever he wants to call them. I'm only basically trying to say what people don't understand. The guy came with a high price tag. He is a good player. It's not his fault Chelsea went and spent that kind of money on him. Okay. He's supposed to come into that team. He's supposed to dominate. He's supposed to dominate straight away the game. He's always supposed to be our best player straight away. It doesn't work that way. The guy's still young. I think people forget to remember that. Caicedo is still young. All right. But however, you know, I mean, for me, Caicedo has had that year in the Premiership, so he can be better. And I think he will be. And I think Enzo will be. It's not about being an Enzo lover, because at the end of the day, it's more to the fact that he's come with that price tag, so people are expecting a bit more for him. But at this moment in time, it's not coming under. And I think Poch is not helping him, because you see him either playing in the midfield. You saw him playing in the wing the other day against, I I think again in our loss to Middlesbrough, he was on one time on the wing. You don't play Enzo Fernandez on the wing. Do you know what I mean? He's not that kind of a player, but he was still trying to make things happen. And that's all I'm basically trying to say to people. You always put your club first over your players, and that's what I always do. But sometimes look at the big picture as well. Don't always go around blaming individual players, because that's what we seem to be doing at the moment. We're blaming individual players, and at the end of the day, it's not like that. The whole team is responsible for our whole situation, but it starts with the manager first. The manager has to pick the right team. Do you get what I'm trying to say, Cucurella?
Yeah. And again, we're here to have conversations about our beloved club. It's not a fight; it's a debate, but we don't condone name calling. That's where I have an issue with Raphael. I like him. He understands football very well, and I just want him to keep it, not to stop name calling. By now, he should be a moderator here on Chelsea Perspective, but he's entitled to his opinion.
Yeah,
but we don't have
100%.
to use languages that come across to people as if we're insulting them. But DJ, thank you. I appreciate. I know you're probably working from home today. Raphael, let's hear you. You have a minute or two so we can call it a day. It's a Q&A time. You have any questions? Are you there, Raphael, or you're struggling with your audio? Yeah, it looks like he has an issue with his audio. Let's talk via Facebook. Let's see if I can help you sort that out. Let's see. Keep dropping likes on the stream. People, the likes do go along with. Look at Newcastle. AD brought in a few youngsters to get in after injuries. Let's see what else we have here. Let's see what else we have here. Anything else? Keep dropping the likes on the stream. Yep, DJ. Don't worry about Raphael. He's irrelevant from now on, unfortunately. And he's not worried. DJ isn't worried. Raphael is here on the panel actually, but he's only typing in the chat. Then I'm sure DJ can see everything he's typed there. Nobody should worry about anybody. No. You should just worry about yourself, express yourself. We're here to have a conversation. And I know where DJ have issues with Raphael is the name calling. Yeah, I'm quite sure. I know DJ quite well. He doesn't take debates personal. I know him. That's why he's my friend and brother. Poch is definitely not helping Enzo. You could argue that's the case. Yeah, he hasn't helped him. Cucurella has that button nearly just in case it is going to be good practice for Cucurella to handle situation before the tiger and elephant clash. Yeah, that's a debate. I'm happy I'm going to be the one to moderate that. Chilwell hopefully comes back. We'll find out. Poch needs to start off with Chris. Let's see what happens there. Is he really? We've literally got 12 players out against Middlesbrough. We had 2 goalkeepers and 2 players before 20 on the bench. I would like to see Williams at left back. He's Andy Robertson type of player. Let's see what happens there. Where's Raphael typing in the private chat here, up here? Let's hear you. Anything else you want to say, DJ, or should we call it a day?
No, whatever. I mean, for me, listen. All I'm saying is, I'm confident we can beat Middlesbrough in the second leg. I don't doubt that for a second. I'll be going to that match as well. So I've got tickets for that game. I'll be getting tickets for that game anyway. So I'll be going to that match. I'm expecting this to win. I'm sure we're going to turn up and we're going to win that game. I don't doubt that for a second. And hopefully we'll get some of our injury players back. But like I said, though, when things are not working, I'm not saying I tell Pochettino how to do his job. No, I'm not saying that. All I'm basically saying is if something is not working, if the fans can see it from the stadium and people can see it from home, then change it, mate. Change it to a formation where it's going to suit the players. The players are going to then start. Players will play better, be more comfortable to play, and they can go and they can win that game no problem. But if you're going to sit there with your arms folded all day and not in the match and just look at the game that's going ahead of you, and Middlesbrough are just waiting for us, waiting for us to attack, and then they get us on the counter, then of course it's going to be frustrating. And I can already see the fans already giving, I mean, you saw the other day after the match against Middlesbrough that Thiago Silva was the only one that went to the crowd to apologise for the performance, and I think he got some abuse, poor guy. But he was the only one that actually went to them. So, look, we don't want this whole situation to happen at the Bridge. As I said, I'm confident we can win this game against Middlesbrough. And obviously, we've got Fulham first coming up on Saturday, which I'll be going to again. It's at Stamford Bridge, so I'm going to be going to that game as well. So hopefully, we'll get a win in that game, a win there as well on Stamford Bridge on Saturday. And then we'll obviously follow it by Middlesbrough in 2 weeks' time. I do believe we've got to play Middlesbrough. So, yeah, I'm confident we can do it. And hopefully, our injured players will come back as well, Coach.
Yep, thank you so much, DJ. I also strongly believe we will overcome the 1 goal deficit and go through after the second leg. I strongly believe that would be the case. I know it won't be easy, but I think we'll turn it up. The players have seen how unhappy the fans are for that poor performance on that day. So, DJ, I cannot thank you enough. You know I love you, bro. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show. So I want to say thank you to Rich Money Makers and then Constantine Dante for finding the time to join the show. And we had JC, we have Jerry Z, and also who else? Am I missing any names there? Galadino, all of you, and for DJ for finding the time to join me on the panel. Sincerely, do I appreciate you. Here's for you, DJ. Thank you so much.
Cheers,
much love
cheers,
to
brother.
you.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Big up to everyone.
Big up everyone. With that, we've come to the natural end of the show. Thank you so much. If I miss your name, apologies. I'm only human. See you guys next time. God bless us all and cheers.
Peace out.
Peace out, people. Guys are really going to this place, really. Oh my gosh. I knew the mic was open.